Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern bite like on the 10-pound test. Smoke sex, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, Boone's farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain. Been gone too long, too much cocaine. But now that I'm back,
I know that he's a controversial figure, but Kid Rock is coming to town, and we have connections to him. And I had a dream last night that Kid Rock was on the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we didn't talk politics. It was all just like telling his life story. It was such a vivid dream. It was almost like I got people to understand why I don't hate Kid Rock as much as so many people do. And it felt good to feel that way in my dream. I am John Senning. This is Senning Show. He is Dizzy. And joining us yet again, what a gift, Danielle. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Man, the world has a funny way of testing you. I'm past the point, first and foremost, of having cravings. Like, I think I have done whatever I've done to my body to where I don't even... Like, I did an extended fast yesterday, and I had to eat dinner, and it was time to eat dinner, and I was like, I don't even want to eat dinner. That being said, I told my wife over the weekend, I said, the only thing that I can envision in my mind that I want to eat is a donut or a cinnamon roll. Oh. And then yesterday, get to work, boxes and boxes of fresh, untouched Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh. And I'm like, what the hell? That's not cool. And then today,
my gosh.
I don't know if you saw this.
I didn't
today.
know I did not know that they brought this to people.
Did you get some of it?
No,
because there's a couple out there. There are Shake Shack, which I've never had.
What?
Undeniably, like the best burger, fast casual burger. They brought these giant boxes that are just filled of beautifully wrapped cheeseburgers. Why didn't you eat one?
So as you know, I have this little feud going on with Gio.
Yeah.
So we're like talking trash to each other. So today on JP's show, he mentioned that he would have probably taco over pizza and hamburger. Yeah. So I go, you're like just like John.
Yeah.
And I go, I'd probably go with probably the pizza or the hamburger instead. And he goes, yeah, get that hamburger, fat boy, or something like that. And then literally I go inside, bunch of burgers. And I send him a photo, like, you son of a bitch. He's like, eat up. And I'm like, well, now
have you
can't.
had a Shake Shack?
Oh,
okay, so you know what you're leaving out there.
It's good,
it's insane. It's
you
not
like
good.
It's a step up from Steak and Shake.
It's insane.
Step up.
Danielle, I feel like, and please take this with no disrespect, like, how often do you eat burgers? Like, I just don't know if I can lean on you as a burger aficionado. Yeah. How many burgers have you had in the last 365 days?
I can destroy a burger, first of all.
But I didn't ask how well you eat them. I asked how many do you eat, how well versed, how many different places. Have you been to a Freddy's? Have you been to a Five Guys? Do you go to El Cap? Do you eat Burger King?
Been to Five Guys, makes my tummy hurt a little bit. El Cap is the OG. Living in St. Pete, I have to go to El Cap. Shake Shack is very
Or if you had to pick one, tacos, pizza, burger, which one it would be? Looking at that box of burgers made me feel like I might have been lying to myself, and it's burgers for me.
Hey, I'm so glad you're saying that. Because when you said it, I thought it was the craziest thing.
The thing about Shake Shack, though, is you know how usually you can look at a picture of food and you're like, oh, man, that is the best of the best. It is like photography. It's like done that way for the picture. That's literally what their food looks like.
It did look beautiful.
Speaking of looking beautiful and pictures, do you see the picture of this specimen that walked into the studio today?
Yeah.
At the end of JP's show, we're winding down and corner of my eye, I see someone walk in the studio, so I turn. Slim Senning.
Are we talking about
Slim Senning walking in, dog? With a shirt I've never even seen him in.
Thank you. It's nice to have I'm so accustomed to being on the other side of things. It's nice to have a hype man every now and again. And thank you very much.
I had to dap him up when I saw him. I go, dog, I don't say this enough, and I feel like you should hear this more. You're looking trim.
I did tell you that at the gym yesterday.
You did.
I told you can tell. You can look at John right now and you can tell that he has dropped weight.
Yeah, and there are some updates. If you were following along, I believe yesterday, and Danielle, you were not here, so I don't know what you heard and what you didn't hear, but I was concerned because and one of two things. You were all there last Thursday. Change things. He didn't really seem to be comfortable with. I was just worried, and I told this. We've just spent so much time focusing on this and talking it up that we get there's no payoff. Like he can't be here. He's got to move the day, something. So I'm just trying to figure out attest to the fact that I was texting him like, dude, I'm worried.
When John texts me, because this is not the first time it's happened, I just realized one thing. Pat's terrible at texting.
Yes,
that's
is true.
just what we do. With referring to Pat and the texting, it's kind of like someone on a first date where after the date, like, I text them, they didn't text me back. Should I text them again? Did I do something wrong? Like, it's so adorable.
But in John's position, like, you have more to think about because you have to think about the show, right?
Yeah,
like, you have to think,
course.
This has been such a massive part of this program for almost going on a month
a
now.
month.
You got to figure out how to pivot. You got to figure out what the new thing's going to be. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to be on red, but it looks like you're not anymore.
I'm not, but it went. We have some updates, and again through this whole thing, I'd like to take Pat Maroon at face value and believe that what he tells me is absolutely true. His excuse, I can't believe he's doing something with the NHL now. Effing diet is out the window.
Oh,
it's over.
You're so focused and dialed in, which if his beard doesn't mean as much to him as you, like if you were put in this situation, I think you'd be going through something similar. I do think you'd handle it a little differently because of how much your beard means to you. You would literally have to take these containers. You would have to make your food.
You're saying if you were going to do this out in life.
If you were going to do this out of the confines of your own home like he is all the time, you have to be prepping and taking your stuff
let's not
with
make
you.
excuses for the man.
No,
he made the decision to enter.
I'm just saying I don't think he's hiding anything. I think that's true.
Yeah. Or he's
no.
You think it's face value?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Pat's the type to be like, I got you. So, I'm actually ripped.
Here's the next development that really is just funny, but it's not happening anyways. But I'll share it because it's funny. So this weekend, I'm gonna have a fun weekend. It's NASCAR Truck Series is coming to St. Pete. I'm very lucky to have some great connections. If it wasn't in the middle of this, I'd be having many beverages. I would be eating. I would be doing whatever the hell I wanted to. We got the WWE Elimination Chamber on Saturday night.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I'm so excited about that.
It's Sunday we got it just seems like a fun weekend where I wish I didn't have to worry that much. So I hit Pat up and I said, "This is absolutely insane. But what do you think about moving the weigh-in up to Friday?" so that I can actually enjoy myself this weekend.
And what did he say? You're trying to move goalposts again.
I knew
I'm
that.
making an observation.
No, you are, you are making an obseration.
Pat's pal's making a comment. Sorry, what did you say?
Pat's pals, I love that. And I am moving the goalpost. I have no ifs, ands, buts about it. So, long story short, he has an obligation on Friday. But then he said, "Dude, you need to party, please."
Do not party.
And then goes on to himself.
I agree.
Do not party. And don't do it for two reasons. Number one, you cannot, if there's any chance that he's not being 100% honest, you cannot slip up a bit. You've been doing so good. Number two, I would love this is just me as your friend. I would love to watch you go through this weekend, realize that you actually can have a good time if you're not drinking, if you're not eating all the food you want.
That's not happening.
You can still have a good... What are your faces
there
for?
is
You act like I'm some sort of alien.
Danielle, let me just say this, and I feel
Get your girl, dog.
I feel like I'm walking the line of what people would say is like taking it too far. To be completely honest with you, if I just pivot to what most people would consider a normal, healthy lifestyle, having a couple drinks on I know that is not your lifestyle, Danielle, but there are people who are healthy who have some drinks on the weekend and things like that. I think that if I just segue into a normal, living, healthy lifestyle now, it will feel like I'm cheating. Like I'm so buttoned up right now that just I'm not allowing myself any pleasures in life. And for that is why I asked him to move it.
I like Danielle's first point to it. The second point I would make to add on to it, I want you to not do the partying and all that.
That's outrageous.
It's
Trying to.
well, a little, maybe not as outrageous as you think. But it was interesting because one of my other goals, just personally that I had in this, and I wanted to go back and find the video to find out exactly what Pat Maroon weighed when we weighed in, because not only do I want to beat him significantly, but first and foremost, I want to weigh less than him.
Yeah.
Like I want to not only beat him. A quarter of a geo.
Yeah.
It'd be like a half a geo.
Yes.
I'm trying to. Oh yeah, here it is. I found the video. Weight loss battle. Pat the big rig. Pat Maroon weighing in 263.4. So
There it is.
I don't. I've already said too much. All I'm saying is.
So you think? What if you had to guess? Obviously, he's indicating that he hasn't lost a ton of weight. Do you feel like he has trended downward, but maybe just not as significantly as you? Or do you think he's going the opposite direction, and because of the timing of all this, he has actually gained weight during this time?
That would be a gift. Imagine he weighs in.
You know what I mean?
Imagine he weighs in at my old weight.
Yeah. I don't think that's that far-fetched.
He lives a life of fun.
Yeah, he does, and I long for it. So
we absolutely did admit to catching him at a bad time,
Yes.
but he knew the terms.
He picked it.
He knew the terms and conditions when he signed that paper.
He picked it. So I'm buttoned up through Monday. It's going to be fine. Still going to be a fun weekend, but Monday is the day. My man Dylan from Bayview Barbershop is going to be in the house. I was texting with him last night. He's bringing all the accoutrement. He's going to have the straight razor. He's going to do the towels, because when Pat told me, it's over, I said, okay, well, you have to come in and let us shave you then. I'll make sure it's nice for you. We're going to do hot towels, the whole thing. And he said, absolutely. So
okay.
Any concerns I have about that is completely gone, and that will take place on Monday. I have something else fun I want to throw at you guys. I don't want to call it neighborhood drama, but I'm going to, I want to tell you a story, and then I want to text you a picture. And Diz, I feel like you may see this and hear this story a little bit differently than Danielle, which is the perfect thing about us all being here together. So this is one of my favorite stories to tell, because like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, right when we first started where we moved into our house, we would go on our walks, and there's this house around the lake, and I know now that it was an old woman who was very sick and old, and she smoked in her house all day, and she had like one of those big picture windows in the front of her house, and she had this oh no, where's my picture? Hold on. Oh yeah, I have it. She had this picture window, and in the front of it, there was this fake deer. It was it was like this. I don't know how to. It's
Like
just,
outside of the house?
No, it was in the picture window. So when you walked by, like you saw what looked like a deer
In her house.
Yeah, in her house, and it looked like a buck. It's a buck.
The lady who moved.
Yeah. Well,
And
she didn't. Yeah. So then
Yeah.
I used to walk by and look at it, and I used to be like, I love that deer. I love that deer. Well, fast forward a few months later, many months later. They're gutting this house.
Yeah.
And they're ripping everything out of the house. There's a huge dumpster out front. And I jokingly go, I'm going to get that damn deer. I look over into the dumpster. There is the deer.
Oh, gosh.
So I take the deer and we keep the deer out front, and it's become a fun thing. My Danielle, decorates the deer for all holidays, for everything. So
Yeah, it's like the tree here in the office.
kind of like the tree. And we try to go outside of the box like we did during like the NASCAR playoffs. She put him in like a little Denny Hamlin outfit. Like all of these stupid
What do you
things.
have this month? Like a chain
Well,
and an afro and.
It is funny. It is funny. It's funny that you say that, Diz.
Uh-oh.
It
Oh,
is-
no.
It is funny that you say that, my man.
Oh, no.
So well, okay. So ride with me. Ride with me here.
Okay.
So
Buckle
we've
up.
been thinking about different things to do to the deer. And you know, St. Patrick's Day is in March. So we've done a leprechaun in the past.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I say to Danielle, I say, what about a reggae rise up deer?
Okay.
What about a reggae rise up deer?
Okay, I'm still with you.
So Danielle, she gets to work. She's super crafty. She starts sewing and knitting, and she knits a cap. She puts glasses on it. She puts a little necklace on it.
It was also Valentine's Day this month,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, we know that?
It's a footnote.
That's easy.
So, and I'm telling you, she makes this, and it's not even in my mind. Like, it's not even crossed my mind. And she's put all this work into it. She gets it ready, and she's going to put it outside because it sits on the sidewalk right outside, right in front of our house. And I look at it and I go, Reggae Rise Up is in March, and it's still Black History Month right now. She goes, I go, I don't know if this deer is going to be problematic. So after a couple moments of discussion, she's mortified, and I grab the deer and I go, putting it out.
You put it out.
I sent you the picture.
Do you see the picture? You have it.
So it's out.
I'm going to say again.
It's out.
I'm going to say again. It's Valentine's Day this month. You could have easily gotten some
We've
hearts
done
at the
that.
store,
We've
hung it on the antlers.
It was already Valentine's. It was Valentine's out. It was coming off of Valentine's.
Why does it have to be 2 in 1 month?
Well, no, this
The tree is never
this
2 in
was
1
meant
month.
for meant for March, but it gets better.
Oh.
So last night I'm out watering the plants in the front of our house.
Can I post this?
Yes, please do. Please
Oh
do.
my God.
And there is a there is a lovely woman who's out with her child in the stroller often that I say hi to. And so many people always comment on the deer. Like, people are always like, "Oh, the deer's so fun. The deer's so fun." She's a Black lady, and she walks up to the deer, and like out the corner of my eye, I'm watching her, and I kind of give her a wave, and I go back to doing my thing, and I can tell she wants to talk to me. I can tell, like, she just goes, "What's the deer mean?"
Oh no, that's not what she is.
She said, "What's the deer mean?"
What's all this?
Yeah.
Mind explaining?
Yeah. He goes, what does the deer mean? And I said, I don't know if this was the right answer or the wrong answer. I said, what do you think the deer means?
That's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Just say the answer. It's an answer.
I also want to know if she's a Black History Month deer. Danielle, that the hat wasn't like Jamaican enough, because if you look at the hat, they're like Christmas. It's different. And yes.
So the trim.
It was.
God.
I think it'd mean. Well, I'm not really sure. That's why I'm asking. And I said, well, I was worried that it could be offensive, but when we made it because we love Reggae Rise Up, and it's an exciting weekend for us, and we were just trying to come up with other ideas for the deer. And she didn't really say anything. She didn't seem mad. She didn't seem annoyed. She just was kind of like, oh, okay. And kept it on moving. But
John's like, look, the first one we had watermelon and grape soda next to it. So improvements.
I mean,
I'm gonna put a FUBU shirt on it when I come visit you.
You put a little 40 in its paw. In its paw. I don't.
What do you just should have tackled it?
This out here for Black History Month. Like I do feel like I needed to know where her heart was before I ultimately answered the question. And she wasn't willing to come right out and say, I think this is Black History Month, or I think this is problematic, or I think you've taken your deer in the wrong direction. She didn't say any of those things. So then we could just have a normal conversation.
What's up next? Because you clearly.
Well, we still got a long ways ahead of us because, like I said, we're early. Reggae Rise Up is second week of March, and we aren't even into March yet. So we have plenty of time. We'll probably let Rastafari Deer Man go out, for the month of March, and then we'll reassess it.
We have something in our neighborhood that used to change all the time. Somebody in our neighborhood has a SpongeBob in their yard.
Okay, that's fun.
And it would change for all the holidays. And then one day, someone just put a spatula in his hand. And it's just stayed like that ever sinse.
Dude,
that's how he's supposed to be.
I love it. These fun little things like that are great. I don't think I told anybody today, I guess I did say this is Senning Show. But you can call us, 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media, at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor, at Radio Danielle. And, this would normally be the time that I say, everybody go to the YouTube. And I'm just really having a hard time. Is there no video? Am I right in that?
No, the video is up right now. We're live on
it is.
YouTube.
We are live. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna change the new. We're gonna change the slogan. Oh, I came up with a slogan this morning for Bone TV or YouTube, and I forget what it was. It was something about like Bone TV. We'll hope for the best, and that's pretty much where we are these days. I've gotten your messages. I've gotten your emails. I saw the comments on the video yesterday. I share your concerns, but we are where we are. I've had long conversations with our big boss, with our digital people. They say it's hope right now is not. Oh, you're live on the air. Who's this? Everett, what's up, dog? How you been?
Hey, let's keep it real. They're not on it. They don't want to. Are you posting a picture of what? Racist?
Yeah. It's for a straight up racist.
On social.
Is it on the grid? Check it out, Everett.
We do like a Taliban deer, an Israeli deer, do all the nationality themes.
Thank you, Steve. I do appreciate that. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Hey, this is Todd. What's up, John?
What up, Todd?
Hey, is that deer a young buck or is it an older deer?
By the way, okay, carry on. Sorry, I don't want to step on your joke.
Sorry, buddy. You can call it a Rastafarian.
That's actually pretty good. Not to mention,
or just dress it like Young Buck.
That's where I thought he was going with it. Not to mention, she just totally redid the deer. Like the deer was looking old and haggard and weathered.
Oh,
and
she added color.
She totally repainted. She did make it much browner than it was. Man, I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. Man, damn.
John, I can't wait to stop by your house tomorrow.
Either way,
I'm dressing up this deer.
Either way, go look at the picture.
What time is he at the gym with you?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be there like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Bro, dude, if I roll up and there's a pack of Black and Mild sitting next to my deer, I'm gonna be very, very offended. This is going to be an insanely abrupt segue, and I'm sorry to do that, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it at the beginning of the show because I felt like. The station, he has a different type of eye for social media, and he's helped us out so much. All the cool videos that we've done with Pat, when the morning show was asking who's doing their videos, who's doing their videos. It's Chase. I don't know if there's any easy way to say this. He did the radiothon on Thursday, Friday. And from what I've been told, he was not feeling well pretty much the whole time. And he went to the emergency room Friday night in the middle of the night, and they found out that Chase has cancer. Chase has a large mass in his colon, and they have to do chemotherapy immediately, and they have to do surgery. And it's insane. It's devastating. It's terrible. He's 28 years old. He just got engaged. I don't even really know what to say to Beyonce or to anybody about it. It's just scary, and our social medias. You can go to @thejohn there. I saw as well and do what he does. So I think they were probably struggling to make ends meet in the first place, and now you have this where insane medical bills. Part-time here does not come with insurance, obviously. And anything we can do to help him out. It's unbelievable. So shout out to Chase. Hopefully he's out there listening. He's in the hospital right after the GoFundMe got launched last night. Pat Maroon dropped $1,000, and let that just be an anecdote about what a sweet man Pat Maroon is. He reached out to me when we were texting last night. He said, "Can I have Chase's number? I want to send him a note," and he did. And Chase loves Pat and loves the Lightning, and that meant a lot to him. So shout out to everybody who's helped already. And if you can, give a little bit, and if you can't, send out some prayers, some good vibes, whatever you're into for our boy Chase in the place. We love you, buddy.
Love you, Chase.
Love you, Chase.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, rideshare crashes, distracted driving accidents. You name it, we've litigated it. If you've been in a crash, make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
It's the discount that counts and the payment that matters at Ken Gamley Kia. Right now, take a flat $4,000 dealer discount off a new 2025 Kia Soul, $5,000 off a K4, $6,000 off a Telluride, $15,000 off an AV6, $15,000 off. Drive a new Kia from $99 lease per month, 25 K4 LXS, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $99 a month for a new Kia. But wait, there's more. Get up to $10,000 in finance savings when you buy a 2026 Kia with 0% for 5 full years, 0 down. At Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichie.com.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento 0% APR 1667 per 1000 financed versus 8% APR plus tax title and doc fee unapproved. Credit through KMAV expires 3/2/26.
Step into the story at the Bay Area Renaissance Festival. Discover all new experiences for the whole family. Set sail for adventure at Buccaneer Bay. Master stealth and speed at the Knights Ninja Challenge. And create enchantment at the Wicked Wand Workshop. Cheer for thundering jousts. Explore shops and games and bite into the legendary turkey legs. Save on tickets at participating Circle K stores or visit BayAreaRenFest.com. The Bay Area Renaissance Festival, weekends, February 14th to March 29th. Huzzah!
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Come cheer on the victor as Victor Hovland defends his title, and the Valspar Championship celebrates 25 years of premier PGA Tour golf action with superstars galore and award-winning fan hospitality and family fun. March 17th through the 22nd at Innisbrook's Copperhead Course. Country stars Tyler Hubbard and Lee Brice co-headline the free Valspar live concert presented by Chick-fil-A. Come celebrate 25 years of PGA Tour golf. Get your tickets and parking at ValsparChampionship.com.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
I'm Matt Morgan. Just injury law. This injury. Every on toe-to-toe. One. Patient matters. Results.
This is Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Jackson and talk for just $25 a month. Frank. When you switch to Pure Wireless Company way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly $25 a month. Unprecedented. Pure Talk.
The Lightning Hockey Spring Break Camp runs March 16th through the 20th for players of all skill levels, ages 5 to 15. Participants receive on-ice and off-ice training, a spring break themed jersey, and Lightning swag. Space is limited. Register today at lightninghockeydevelopment.com/icecamps.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do. Ooh, baby, yeah, yeah. Nice to know ya. Let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend to ya. Nice to know ya.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Appreciate you being here. No matter how you found the audio, it means a lot. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy, and Danielle is in the building hanging out with us for the rest of the week. What a pleasure.
Thanks for having me again. Love being here.
We love having you. I was just reading the comments on the problematic deer. So far, not. So far, overwhelmingly not problematic on the deer. I don't know if people are just being nice. I also think the colors on the beanie cap does help it be less offensive. If it was full Rastafari, I wanted to add dreads. So good thing we did not do that. Maybe. Tomorrow, two programming notes. Today, Drew Garabo Live emanating from Benchmark International Arena as our Tampa Bay Lightning return to the ice against the Toronto Maple Leafs in what should be a hell of a game. It feels like the Olympic hockey will only hold you over so much. As great as it is and as much fun as we've had talking about it and watching it at the ass crack of dawn, there's something special about having a Lightning game to look forward to when you go home. And tonight, the Lightning will be back in action against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know a couple guys didn't go to the White House last night because they had to get in game mode. They had to get ready. Austin Matthews back to it. Jake Gensel back to it. So, and also other sad side note, did you see John Cooper will not be on the bench tonight?
Why?
I believe his father passed away earlier today. So thoughts out to John Cooper. Coop.
Who takes over in that situation? Like if my son's coach is out, we got an assistant coach.
It's got to be an assistant coach, I would think. I don't know who it is.
But who?
Like what's his name?
Are there multiple?
Oh, can you name assistant coaches for the Lightning?
No, I can name assistant coaches for my kids' team.
I was going to say, if you could name assistant coaches for the Lightning, you're on another level. Dave Sanchez. I think that's is that it, Dizzy? Dave Sanchez?
I think I'm looking.
Or was it
here.
Walter? Was it Walter Williams?
Bob Whitaker.
Oh, it was Bob Whitaker. Bobby W. Yeah. I think Bobby will probably step up to the bench tonight.
Maybe Jeff Halper. Possibly.
Helper?
Rob Zettler.
Oh, I like what
Jeff
you did.
Helper. See, you got good jokes.
Helper?
Jeff Helper.
I like
We're
it.
just making up fake names. She's got a pun. Jeff Helper.
I think it's Drew second in charge.
Yeah.
Is going to be coaching.
That's good.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm actually just giving.
Did you do good?
Assistant coaches.
Oh, those are real coaches with the Lightning?
Yep.
If you say so.
We'll never know.
I've got something that I really want to talk about momentarily. That is a way for us to properly celebrate and talk about this day of the week, which we've kind of let die on the vine. It is Whale Tail Wednesday. # never forget. For all the men and women out there who are rocking the whale tail right now.
Men.
I stand in solidarity with you, and I support you. And we're going to talk about something pertaining to that in just a second. But I already know the answer. Did either of you?
You didn't watch it?
This about
If you
the internet. I really just want to share last night. I've said it many
People are asking me, please, Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore.
This is the State of the Union, by the way.
We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, no, no. You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
And then they, for those that didn't see it, I do like that I don't think they made them sit in there the whole time, because that would be miserable. It was the longest State of the Union ever. So they emerged from two doors up in the top of the balcony.
USA.
USA. USA. USA. USA. USA. USA. USA.
USA.
USA.
Taking it in.
I'm going to skip forward a little bit. When you watch stuff like this, it makes you realize, like, we look at other governments and we go, oh, all the pomp and circumstance and all like the stupid things that they do that are just for show and theatrics. The State of the Union is nothing but that. Like the fact that everybody has to stand up and clap a million times throughout the night, and then the other half of the room has to not stand up and clap. It's just nothing more than just a TV show.
They were in the Oval Office before, and I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Michigan man.
Hellebuck.
What a moment. What a moment.
He refused to answer that question.
He is, I believe, giving him some sort of special medal of freedom. He's giving Hellebuck a special medal, which he said he cleared with the rest of the team, which I guess is nice. He did play very well. You want to know what's funny is yesterday I said it sounds like it would be terrible to go to the State of the Union. I wish he would throw them a party like he threw for the college kids when he brought in all the fast food. He did that. He did that for Team USA yesterday. It wasn't all of it. It was just Mickey D's. He had a giant Mickey D's spread for Team USA, which they look to be enjoying themselves. I do wonder, like, what professional athletes think when they see Mickey D's. Like, I think some
depends. I think.
Yeah, because who was it? Was it
Usain Bolt?
No, I thought Tyreek Hill. Wasn't he known to bring a Mickey D's into the locker room before the game?
Wasn't also Michael Phelps? Didn't he mix it in when he was like really piling on the calories before he would race in the Olympics? I feel like he did too.
I know Usain said like he used to slam chicken nuggets.
Well, because you're trying at that, when you're training at that level, you're trying to get all the calories that you can. Now they have to go back to their teams and play competitive hockey again immediately. Like, there is no downtime. Like we were talking about this with the Stanley Cup. You have a parade, and it's essentially you see yourself off into the sunset and this great off season of all this time that you get to spend doing what you want. They are literally back now on the ice, a lot of them tonight, playing, and there's no downtime at all.
Yeah, that cheeseburger will burn off. I say this all the time. I remember this so vividly from my youth. The best mile that I ever ran in gym class when I was in high school, I remember that I ate a Burger King double cheeseburger for breakfast that morning. And I always remember.
How did you get it? What time do they start selling those?
Thanks for asking. There was an era, and some still do it, where they were really pushing burgers for breakfast. It was like a whole thing that they started doing. So we would go 7:30 in the morning and get myself a double cheeseburger. And I just remember it was my first mile under 8 minutes, and I did it in like 7 minutes and 45 seconds. And I was fueled by a double cheeseburger from Burger King that day.
Like,
so
that's the key.
I'm just saying there may be something to it.
On my meal plan.
One last clip, and this one is really just juicy. It digs into the element of half the room not standing up, and many presidents probably just ignored it. But you know Donnie T can't do that.
Nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you. They're crazy.
Bringing the country together. What can I say?
Yeah. Amazing. Incredible. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
Classic Donnie. I think if you're a Donnie fan, you got everything you were looking for last night. We'll touch on it maybe a little bit more in the joints. But as far as in the Senning Show universe, I was clued into something that I did not know. We were so ahead of the curve with the Whale Tail Wednesday, with the belief that the whale tail should come back because Danielle sent me this article from Vogue magazine. Vogue, I would say, hot.
Like that is the authority.
They've got their
trends.
pulse on what's hot in society. Vogue magazine. Welcome to the year of the crack. At the 2025 Met Gala, Vogue declared that boobs are back, a truth that would resonate throughout the year as heavy bosoms, both natural and man-made, appeared on red carpets everywhere. Now, 2026 is shaping up to prioritize a different kind of cleavage, butt crack cleavage. And they're saying, I don't remember seeing this, Diz. I don't know if you saw the pictures. I know you're a fan. Tiana Taylor from the Golden Globes. I don't know. Is that a classy next level whale tail? Because she's got a dress that like opens up right around her butt crack, and then there's this silvery thing that goes over the hips with a little bow on it. Are we to believe that is part of an undergarment?
Like fully centered. It's probably attached to the dress, and that way when she puts it on, it is the undergarments, but it's not.
Pretty much just wearing a thong under a dress that you can see right through. Zoe Kravitz right here. It's like scooped down and it's open through her lower back to the mid butt crack, so you can just see her butt. So this feels different than the BBL era when everybody was just into big butts. This feels like a more refined appreciation of the bosom that we will enter into with 2026. And I can't help but think that Senning Show was at the forefront of that.
A pioneer.
Well, I mean, nobody else was bringing light to whale tails before us. And shout out to the OG whale tail, Lita and the Hardy Boys, who brought us our first whale tail that ever made us feel things when we were young boys. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
David.
David, what's up, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you about your coffee mug. How's it coming along?
Dude, it's going so good. Thank you, David.
I talked about this.
Thank you for asking. Who'd you talk about it with?
Friends of mine. And you know the first question they asked me is a question I asked you. How are you seasoning something that has no pores?
Can I tell you how insane it is that you said that? Because I looked at it today, and it's looking good. Yeah. It's looking real good.
It's looking dirty.
No, but what I thought to myself was what you said. It resonated in my mind, and I think you said that without knowing the truth.
There's pores in it?
Here we go. Are you ready? It's a ceramic mug. It's a diner-style mug. And I looked at it, and your words rang in my head, and I thought, she doesn't know if ceramic is porous. She probably doesn't even know what porous means.
I know what porous means.
I know you do. Yes, most ceramics are naturally porous and absorbent because they are made of fired clay, which leaves microscopic channels that can absorb water and liquid. In the case of, it goes on to something else. But, sir, it's my problem.
Process, vitrification, and a protective glaze. You got a glazed mug, John?
I think so.
Well, you ain't got a porous mug.
I don't know. Well, something's happening. It doesn't matter.
It's getting very dirty, John, as things do when you don't wash them.
I'm the poorest in the room.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Like that.
That's good. It's a passion of mine. I don't poo-poo on any of you for your passions in life. Everybody should have a goal. Mine is
you poo-poo on my passions all the time. Yeah. I was buying my kids Cheez-Its from Aldi until
That's
you
a
came
passion?
along.
That's not a passion.
That's a passion.
That's not
That's
a passion
to put different ingredients in my kids' bodies.
That's child abuse. That's not a passion.
That's a bad choice.
I did say they have gluten-free Cheez-Its now, by the way. Maybe try those. Maybe those will be a little better.
They won't be.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, if we can pull off what I want to pull off, hopefully it will go well. There's a great story about the shocking amount of people that cry at work every single day. And we're going to give away some prizes for people that share the story of the last time that they cried at work. But as long as he's around and he's okay with it, we're going to try and bring in the big boss here at CMG and talk about the time that he may or may have not made me cry. We'll do that and a bunch more coming up next on Senning Show. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
For free, don't you dare say your feet, cause you badly get left in the street. I make 10 off feet and I ain't touched the bone in some weeks, but I know where OG for
Wild Fork Foods. You know, I absolutely love them. And like I've said, this kind of weight loss journey with Pat Maroon has had me eating differently, but really digging into the protein and trying more proteins, more variety, a lot of elk and bison. I've tried the venison. I also love the ground beef, different selections and cuts that they have of ground beef, even Wagyu pre-pattied burgers for the grill with all the sides, the seasonings, the desserts, and sauces to go right along with it. You can make your entire meal, your entire week of meals at Wild Fork. You can order online, become a member. It's very inexpensive, and that will cover your delivery fees. I just love getting it delivered to my house. Or you can go shopping, West Chase, South Tampa, and 4th Street North in St. Petersburg, but always online at wildforkfoods.com.
You're listening to Come get rowdy with the boys. Limited tickets are available to see the action from the 11th Green and 12th Tee Box. We have a full-service premium bar, and we'll be making custom hats with our hat press pop-up that you can only get at our broadcast. I mean, come on. Sound better than your job? Yeah, no shit. It is. Listen to the phone all week to win tickets, or head to thephoneonline.com now to buy your tickets today. Then join us Thursday, March 19th at the Valspar. Come hang with John, Drew, and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Buying a car is a big investment. Depreciation happens so fast. If your car is totaled today from an accident or natural disaster, would your insurance check cover your entire loan balance? 50-50 chance it won't, and you might still be making payments for a car that you don't have. Achieva Credit Union is closing that gap for the community, including guaranteed asset protection, a $449 value. So drive with total confidence. Go to an Achieva branch today or go to achievacu.com. Gap is included with eligible auto loans. Achieva is federally insured by the NCUA.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
How do you feel about old school cliches? Some of them are really, really true. Like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. If you are in a career, a job that you just hate, you struggle to get out of bed in the morning, think about making that switch to the world of aviation maintenance with the National Aviation Academy right here in Clearwater, Florida, where you'll be trained in as little as 14 months and ready to enter the workforce doing something exciting. And you'll be trained by tinkering and working on actual airplanes and jets and all sorts of flying objects. You've got to check them out today. Make that change in your life. NAA.edu.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
All right, guys, thinking about popping the question or finally upgrading that watch game with a Rolex? Stop waiting. Get to the Gold and Diamond Source now. Right now, you can trade in your old, broken, unused jewelry and roll it into something bigger. And with the gold prices at record highs, there has never been a smarter time to do it. And listen, if it's real love, it better be real. The Gold and Diamond Source only sells natural diamonds. No shortcuts, no lab stuff. Real, natural diamonds. Their first-time buyers program walks you through the 4 C's, every shape, every style, and they've got a massive inventory ready to go. Plus, get 0% financing for up to 5 years. Finance $5,000, that's about $83 a month. Done. And if you're ready to flex a little, check out their exclusive pre-owned Rolex collection. Timeless, elite, legendary. When it matters, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights, at home or at work. We'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Like if I need a replacement part?
Sure, we can help with that.
Nice. Hey, I just entered this online contest for coolest bike in the world. You think maybe you could vote for me?
Actually, we just do insurance, not popularity contests.
Yeah, I know. But what's your email? I'll just send you the link real quick. You can vote like 100 times a day. They'll never know.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
So what I'm hearing is there's a little bit of wiggle room.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Gorilla on the track.
Hey, yo, is that Mexican OT?
Hit you and me. Married to my Glock and my trigger feel like a ring. My chopper told me that you got a DIE. We bout to catch us, bout to catch you first degree. Hit you and me. Married to my Glock and my
this is going to be fun. I can feel it. I can just feel the fun already happening.
So excited.
I wish I would have picked a better song. I don't think that our next guest would have appreciated this, but
Do you know that Mexican OT?
no. Yeah, not yet. You're about to. Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. He's Dizzy. Danielle is with us. But right now, we don't talk about him enough. He's not a topic of discussion. And I was just thinking that I don't know your actual are you the president, supreme leader, CEO?
Lord Vader, I believe.
Lord Vader. His name is Jason Meter, and he is our biggest boss here at CMG Tampa. He controls everything, right? You oversee.
I control nothing.
Well, not control everything, but you oversee.
Clearly, I can control nothing.
You oversee everything.
That is my job.
That is your job. And thank you for making time for us today. We actually lured you here to talk about the video stream. This is a trap, and we wanted to.
An intervention.
Yeah, no, it was just a joke.
Good. I'm happy to talk about the video stream. You know what? It's just as frustrating to me, too.
I was joking. I'm sorry. It was just a joke.
No, we can joke. We can tell jokes. But I am frustrated by it, too.
I know. I've said that.
We have our best people on it.
I know that. It was just I'm sorry. I was out of place. I've already.
Don't cry.
I've already ruined things. So there's a great article out there that the headline reads, "The Quiet Cry at Work. 4 in 10 employees have cried on the job. 39% of employees say they have cried at work, including 14% who have cried multiple times and 25% who have cried once or twice."
I'm about to cry right now.
Now, I wanted to bring Jason in to, as somebody who kind of sees all and knows all here in the building, to ask uncomfortable questions, but then focus on one instance specifically. Without naming names, without even beginning
Are we talking about when you cried?
Yeah. Well, we're going to. We're going to.
Okay.
We're going to.
All
but
right.
how many of you've times throughout my life, if any, that I cried at work, and there's one specific memory that comes to mind, and we will not, for the sake of everybody.
Oh, you want to rehash it?
Well, I don't want to rehash. I figured that. Myself and Drew.
Okay.
We got called into to Jason's office to discuss something very, very specific. And I don't even know if you know this, because I don't, from your memory of that day, Did I cry in front of you?
No.
Yeah.
No, you were, as a matter of fact, the memory I have of you that day is almost, you were kind of like, well, I don't even know if I want to do the show today. I'm just walking out. And I was like, well, maybe he just quit. I don't know.
I remember saying that. I do remember saying that. And the thing is,
so are you telling me you cried later?
Immediately after. And the thing is that I'm not, I wasn't crying because like you made me cry, but when I get worked into a certain thing, my emotions just come out. And here's the thing. We had a dog. We had a dog that day that was it was the longest resident at the Humane Society. And we were doing something special where we brought the dog into the studio, put him on camera so we could highlight the dog. I don't know what to frame it as. The
situation,
showdown, or the debacle or whatever happened in your office. I didn't know if I could or would or should do the show that day, but then I said, the Humane Society is here with this dog. And I sat right on the little stoop on that stage back there, and I walked in, and this old dog from the Humane Society walked up and put its head in my lap, and I just started crying. And it was just like a release of all of the emotions that I think I had been through over the last 20, 30 minutes before that.
Yeah. Well, I think most people who cry in this building or in my office, it's a pent-up emotion. Something has happened that has led to that, and usually they're either looking for me to go easy on them so they cry. But I'm not in yelling at people. I hope I'm not.
You have, and I thought about how to.
Have I done it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Sometimes
have you done it? Have you done it to 75% of the room? Possibly.
Not me.
66%.
66% of the room. But I was thinking about how to frame that approach because, and I'm sorry, but it just makes no sense, and there's no benefit to talking about what actually happened that day. But when I was thinking about it in my head, it's kind of like a coach. It's like a sports team where there are different approaches from different leaders. And you are and I hope you take this as a compliment, you're a gentleman 99% of the time. You have words of wisdom, you're motivational, you're rooted in your faith, all of these different things. But every now and again, there is another side that I was introduced to that day. And I think, myself included, some people react better to a strong hand than trying to work through it gently.
There has to be that for a leader to be successful, you have to earn the trust of people. And trust comes from years of relationship building, years of you doing things for me, I'm doing things for you, and we trust each other. The emotional part of it comes in when that trust gets broken or something gets said that was taken out of context that either puts me in a light that I would have never have said. I've had people say things that I never said. That really frustrates me because I work really, really hard to make sure that what I say to you, I can stand by. And it's the same thing that I would say to my wife. It's the same thing that I would say to somebody at church. No matter where I am, I'm going to say the same thing or try to. And at times, that's when it gets stretched. I also believe that for the most part, people need to be treated with great dignity until that part is broken. And at that point, you have to be tough. And if you're not, then people will walk all over you.
Man, so that means I broke dignity. That means I broke dignity.
Yeah,
wow.
That day.
Yeah, I broke dignity. What a dad phrase to say. You broke.
Do you remember the
dignity.
phrase that you used that actually broke it?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Was the
because
juice
Jason
or
does.
the squeeze? And you said, we thought it was. And I was like, what?
Yeah, and again, I don't want to, this isn't about painting Jason in a certain light. I will just tell you that on that day, I learned that there's another gear. I learned that there was another gear. He stood up. I think I stood up. I was in like fight or flight mode at that point. And I said a couple things that day that I don't know if I regret, but yes, Danielle?
I have a question for Mr. Meter.
Yeah.
When something is broken, right, the chain of trust is broken, and now you have to show this other side. The dignity chain is broken. How long does it take to rebuild? Is it possible to fully rebuild? And has one John Senning rebuilt that dignity chain with you?
Well, the answer to the last question is absolutely yes. The answer to the first question is immediately if the right things are said in the moment. Anybody can screw up. I screw up. You guys screw up. We're humans. We're imperfect. We do screw up. But when you make amends for it and you say, listen, as I look at what I did here, this was wrong, and you make an immediate amend, it's gone. It's over. When it happens over and over after we've had conversations about it, that's when you begin to lose trust permanently, and it probably doesn't get earned back.
Well, back in the circle of trust, baby.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I think we've
There's
talked
nobody
about
in this room who's not in it.
Yeah.
There's nobody in this building
You hear
who's
that,
not in
Diz?
it, to be honest.
That means you too.
There's nobody in the building who isn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's circles in the circles.
There's people that I have a closer relationship with because I've known them longer. But it doesn't mean that I don't trust somebody that we just hired. It's just a different level of a relationship that you have with people that I feel like maybe we should be on Saturday at noon.
Yeah, no, this does feel, but hey, this is great. This is where everybody's working through it. The real question here, when's the last time Jason Meter cried at work?
Oh, I cry all the time.
Yeah.
I cried yesterday on the way home as I was thinking and feeling, I had a moment of feeling sorry for myself on a couple of things. And I will tell you, I cried last week at the Radiothon.
Well, that's a good cry.
You get a pass for that.
That's a good cry.
Yeah,
and
there was a girl who walked in the room who was on chemo, and I looked at her, and having gone through it myself, there was a moment I'm like, oh my gosh. But it doesn't happen often. I cry on stage every now and then when I think about something or when I tell somebody I love them and I mean it. But it's not necessarily a sad thing. It's usually more of an emotional thing because I genuinely love the people that we work with.
And I know that I think you went on with Drew at the end of his broadcast, but again, what a thing to put on with Johns Hopkins and that amount of money raised, and just what a beautiful thing. And I think the plan is to do it every year for hopefully the rest of time, but that was about as fulfilling of a day as you could have.
Great speech too.
Yeah.
Especially the comment that Aunt Kelly called out.
Yeah. How about I don't even know that Jason heard it. That's a great thing. You were giving your rah let's get the day going speech, and you said something and you used the phrase flatline. And
I did. And Ann called me out.
Started elbowing.
But I had to go right past it because I realized I'm in the middle of a children's hospital.
Yes, no.
I just said flatline, and everybody looking at me like, hey, idiot.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But out of all the people in the world that would have called you out for it to be Ann Kelly, be like,
hey, when Ann
poor
Kelly
choice
calls
of
you
words,
out,
bud.
When Ann Kelly calls you out, you know you stepped in.
You've done something. You've done something
for sure.
Now name all the bone staff that cried in your office. You ain't got no Hippocratic oath.
Yeah, that is true. That's not a HIPAA violation, I don't think.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about in this room? Who have you made cry in this room?
Just one.
Well, I didn't even know he cried.
Yeah.
Until right this.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I knew that. I knew that he didn't know, and I was.
That's what you were saving.
That was the big unveil. Is that?
I would hope that you also know that I have the utmost amount of respect for what you do and what you guys do in this room.
Absolutely, and I was. People get in their feelings, and I was in my feelings for a window of time after that, and as crazy and as cliche as it sounds, I think that it eventually made us closer and made it better and stronger, knowing that we could do that and then come out the other side.
The best relationships always come out of struggle. That's a fact. But I genuinely believe that what you guys do is the hardest job.
When you mean us, you mean us on the bone, or do you mean anybody who's on the radio?
Everybody who sits behind a microphone.
Well, ours is a little harder.
Who do it live, and you guys are sitting here for hours on an end.
Wow.
Well, you're on this side now.
You can't disagree. I don't want to sidetrack, but you can't disagree that this is harder.
On both sides.
I would say it's definitely two different things, having done both. I would say that if you have to sit in a studio where you have the job of making yourself memorable to somebody, and you have 13-second increments, and you have to say the name of the station, you have to say the positioner, you have to say the artist, you have to say all these things, and then you still have to do it in a way that makes you impressionable in someone's mind. That's hard.
I get that. Yeah, it's a different type of pressure.
Not as hard though.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do
That's
it.
the pressure to be perfect. This is the pressure to not say the wrong thing.
Oh,
and those are two different pressures.
Yeah, that is the quote that goes around here always is you've got to fly as close as you can to the sun without getting burned, and I think that's the tightrope that we walk every single day. And I kind of bring it all the time in that we aren't given a leash. Like nobody is ever all the jokes. Jason, whether it's John, whether it's anybody, unless it's something very, very specific in a moment, uniquely like maybe the thing that I got in trouble for that day. Like nobody's telling us what to say and what not to say, and with that freedom comes the risk of walking outside of the lines.
Well, I would add one thing to that. You have been told what you can't say. There's an FCC guideline,
right,
and there are content discussions that cannot happen on the air. So you know what those are, but everything else is really fair game, and it's really about how you handle those things, along with being entertaining. And it's not having me on the air, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it is, at least just a little bit. And I appreciate you for coming on with us for a minute and reliving our trauma that made us...
So you want me to go back and yell at people now?
If you can, yeah. I guess. I don't want you to, I do feel like we can't, fly that close to the sun. I don't want to get you in any trouble.
Oh,
I don't want them to send a clip up to corporate.
Then it's me getting yelled at.
Exactly. I don't want you to have to face the wrath that I faced. Dizzy's face, probably.
Just only slightly.
Yeah. That's
I'm in my beginning phase of getting yelled at.
It builds and it builds.
Get my own show one day like you. That's how it starts.
You have to say.
I'm going to cry one day when I leave. They go, this is it. I'm about to get a show, guys.
That's right when you start crying is when you know you're on the cusp of greatness. Pretty much from that day.
It's kind of true.
From that day that I cried, it's really been uphill ever since. It's really, things really started moving for me that day that I cried.
Passion is real.
It really is, man.
That's what we want.
Thank you for everything, and thank you for last week, and thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you guys for what you did. I thought that was amazing. Some amazing stories have come out of that, and we're planning for next year. I had a call today. We're planning for next year already, so we're really excited about it.
I love it. If you have cried at work and you're willing to share the last time you cried, please call and share that story with us. 800-771-1025. Jason, you're the man. Danielle, because I know the storyline of the old school Morning X days and how there was so much, I don't know if I want to say drama or trouble or whatever there was, but there was a wild dynamic between you and Seth and Fisher, and then Fisher gave it up to get away from it so that Drew could come in. I would imagine that during that era of radio, you were crying a little bit.
I shed some tears. I definitely shed some tears, but a lot of the tears I've shed in this building are about things that I'm passionate about. So a lot of times, like if I was in a contract negotiation, for example, and the things that I would get like choked up about would be being protective of my time with my family or how I feel like my kids are growing up and I want to make sure I have this time with them. Like the only time that I can recall, aside from like a verbal argument with somebody, which definitely happened in the Morning X days, but the only time like a boss made me cry, I remember there was my second contract ever. My boss at the time brought me in and he's like, we love that you do this and that. And you have put the first dollars for this, and just giving me like a whole list of all the things I did great. And I'm ready. And I've got my list of things I did and I'm so excited. And this is a negotiation, whatever. And he goes, we are so excited to move forward in these next however many years with you. And we are like, this is what we are put together. And I'm so proud to share this with you. And I turned it over and it was a cost of living increase. And I held it together. But as soon as I left, my foot stepped out of this building, I lost
Was it Jason?
in my car. No.
Oh, I was going to say, if he made you cry too, then why don't we get to put that on his radar?
No, I've cried in Jason's office, but he has never made me cry. And again, it's always me talking like family stuff. That stuff will get me every time. But no, this was a previous boss of ours, Nate. And it wasn't like that doesn't get to be his choice, right? He doesn't get to decide.
Yeah, they're just the messenger at some point.
They want, like, you think that the people that are in these offices like they're not all the time.
They're not.
So it wasn't his fault, but he gave it to me, and I felt in that moment, I was like, oh my God, this isn't going to go how I thought it was at all, and I don't have a backup plan. And so that's when I got my real estate license, and I signed my contract and sucked it up for a couple years.
Diz, I know there's no point even in even asking.
What?
You've never cried at work.
No, I haven't cried at work. No, yes, I have.
Here?
Yeah.
Like from life stuff that was happening?
Yeah, not work stuff.
Not work stuff. Even taking it back to another job that you hated, to retail, to something that you did where you hated a boss, you hated people that you worked with, you dreaded going to work every day.
No, I've never cried at work.
Yeah.
No, just once over personal stuff. Once or twice over personal stuff.
I don't think I've seen you cry.
Stonewall?
Yeah.
I'm a crier if you get the right thing.
What gets you? Like, okay, let me tell you what gets me.
How come you don't want me, man?
Yeah.
I watch that scene right, and I might.
That is enough.
Let me tell you what'll get me besides family stuff. 4-chair turn on The Voice, especially if the person tried out for a previous season, no turns. If they go from no turns
out of all the things in the world, out of all the things in the world that you could have said, that's what makes me cry. A quadruple chair turn on The Voice was the first thing that came to mind.
Something that instantly does it.
Not a Publix commercial,
No.
not a nothing like that.
A country song, but I know the country song is going to make me cry. So I know the country song is going to make me cry. So I hear it coming and I hear him building it. You only get one chance. You only got one time. And I'm like, I got to get out of here. And then I leave and I don't cry.
I have songs that I can't sing along to because if I try, they like.
We had a cry session over those.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
songs
we
that
did
make you
we
cry,
did
yeah.
the songs that make you cry that day, and it's just. It's that. Some things just hit you in a special spot, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You are big on crying, obviously.
I'm a crier.
But John has a cry where if you look at him while he's doing it, it'll make you start tearing up.
Well, if a man that looks like John is crying, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
I kind of like to think it's people always are like crushed when they talk about the first time they saw their dad cry.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I have something along that similar line of feelings is what you're feeling.
Your cry is almost like in Not Another Teen Movie, the slow clap start. You start crying, and everyone goes, "Nah, I gotta cry."
You see a picture of John Senning, you think that guy has never cried in his life. That guy can fix anything, and that guy believes in Bigfoot. And really, only one of those things is true.
That. When you boil it down that way, that is absolutely true. I do have some passes to Kid Rock. Dude, something about giving away tickets to Kid Rock based on people who cried at work seems very funny to me. We have tickets to Kid Rock. Do you remember what the two people took for their prizes that you talked to?
Yeah, they
earlier?
both took. No, one took Reggae Rise Up tickets, and the other one took the Universal Mardi Gras.
Okay,
tickets.
so we've got Rise Up tickets, and we've got Kid Rock tickets as well. If you're willing to share what happened the last time that you cried at work, and it's got to be fairly juicy. These are good tickets. 800-771-1025. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Angie.
Hey, Angie, what's going on? How are you today?
Good. So I work at a mental health psychiatric hospital, the highest level of care, and also deal with substance abuse.
What was the last thing? What was the last thing you said?
Also deal with substance abuse, like
substance
detox
abuse. Okay.
and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so like primarily mental health. And I've cried 3 times at work since July 1st last year. And it's been because, it's significant crying because I get so invested in the clients. And then I had like one girl that was abused. She was hiding in the woods around the corner. And our driver that was picking her up decided to like go take lunch or something like that. And I couldn't get him to go get her. And she was literally hiding from her abuser, which was her husband, in the woods. And I was like, I won't say the driver's name, but like, go effing get her. Like, go.
Daryl?
Like,
Yeah, Daryl. He's like, they just dropped the McRib again. I got to go get that first.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry. This is going to have to wait.
We need to eat the food. I can't get on the road. We need to eat the food. Yeah, that's how.
Wait, you're not actually a patient at the hospital, are you? Is this?
No.
Okay.
No, but that's how he was. And, so I was like so frustrated. I cried. And then when I was like reporting, because I had to report it, like his conduct, right? That he just was, just left her in the woods 5 or 6 hours.
Oh my God.
Later.
What kind of lunch was this? 5 or 6 hours?
Well, then he went to Clearwater to do another pickup, which he wasn't supposed to do.
Did this guy get fired just out of curiosity? Is this guy no longer with the mental health establishment?
Well, one of the reasons why I cried.
Because they kept
I'm
him.
Like, yes.
Wow,
yes,
that is out of all the different scenarios that I thought we might hear from people crying at work, that was not one of them.
It's a roller coaster.
Do you have people, sidebar just for a second, do you have people that you tend to that are, and I don't know the proper terminology, like insane that you're like afraid of, that
yes,
maybe
definitely.
that like want to kill you?
Yeah. They'll have homicidal ideations, homicidal thoughts, and sometimes they're not their own, right? They're hearing voices. And I know this sounds like really silly, but when I'm assessing someone, you always ask, what are the voices telling you to do? Because you can get a good, if the voices are saying, oh, they're all out to get you, they're coming in through your TV, they're coming in through your radio, they're, like that, like that's different than if
that
they're
is
saying,
something else. I have to say, you actually.
Yeah, you need to kill
I'm
your
going to
mother.
give you something,
You know.
but you could have told me that you cried every day for the last however many years you've done your job, and I would have thought that sounded just fine. So just hang in there for a minute, and I'll give you something. Yeah, when we were thinking about this, just because of the narrow way my mind was working, I'm thinking stressed out people in their cubicle, just hunched over crying. I wasn't opening up the scope of the conversation to people that work with sick folks or a situation like that, or let's say you're a police officer or a 911 operator or an ambulance driver, and you just go home with like the trauma of the day every day. Those are very understandable cries. Job insecurity, 52% cry because they worry they could lose their job even without a clear performance issue or business reason. Emotional strain goes beyond tears, and added additional 21% say if they have not cried at work, but on a daily basis feel like they're close to tears.
Wow. Daily?
Yeah, I mean that's a rough way to go. You heard my commercial. Maybe you should go to the National Aviation Academy if you're almost going to cry every single day. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Shauna.
Hey, Shauna, how are you today?
I'm okay. I used to work, it's funny you just said it, I used to work at an ambulance company. I was a dispatcher and then moved into semi-office management, handled all the registration and everything for vehicles and all the employee. I created, all the files and the paperwork for new employees that they had to sign. And I had been there for over a year, and they hired somebody to come in and collect money that had not been being collected by the previous person that was doing it correctly. And so one day, one of the managers offered to buy lunch for everyone.
Okay.
And so I went to go pick it up as, the office quote-unquote manager. I went to go pick it up for everybody, and when I came back, it wasn't exactly the way she wanted it. And what she had told me she wanted is what I told them, and she said, well, they know me. I said, well, yeah, but you weren't there. They didn't know it was you. And she started getting extremely rude, kind of yelled at me a little bit in front of, it actually scared another girl who has anxiety.
I've been there, sister.
And then what happened was management didn't stand up for me. And so I got really stressed out that day. I started crying, and then my manager, who was the owner of the company, kind of misogynistic, kind of like berated me for being
for crying,
upset that I was being yelled at by somebody who got hired after me and what he didn't know was I had dealt with a call because one of the dispatchers hadn't come in the morning. And so I had to deal with a call where one of our long-term patients who I used to help with his transport.
I feel you. I hear you. A lot of details. I appreciate the gravity of your situation. Danielle has a question.
I have a side note.
Yeah, side
note.
note.
One thing I didn't think of when all these is that when the reason that you're crying, it's very emotionally charged. And so retelling the story, you're going to get emotionally charged and you're going to go into all the details. So what I would say is if you're on hold and John goes to you, I would say start with the juiciest thing, right? We're going to start with the hook and we're going to taper on back.
I got an order wrong and I was berated by a lady who got hired after me.
And then my misogynistic boss doubled down on the fact that I was being too sensitive.
When I knew we were going to do this, I wrote myself a note on my original piece of paper that said, do it under the Gong Show rules, which sometimes we'll do sometimes when you're asking people for things, it can lead to stories that go on too long. So in the past, we've done Gong Show rules or Bong Show rules, which is where there will be a sounder when your story has gone on too long or just isn't working at all. So I think
not that your story wasn't working.
No, it was.
There was just a
details
lot.
we didn't need.
Here's the thing. You got to be able to extrapolate what would make you the clear winner of these tickets.
It was a Tuesday, and I had 3-inch heels on, and then it was slightly raining that day. And when I walked in, I was like,
and to be honest with you, the one detail that I wanted was what the lady ordered and where was it from. That was, I feel like we missed that.
If you start right out of the gate, what'll happen is we'll ask you a couple questions, and then that'll be it.
Danielle, we're not supposed to do that right.
I'm not.
That's the.
I thought that was her.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Danielle was
that is the
rip.
bong. That is the bong. That is the bong. Dude, if we could just get you to rip a bong one time, Dan.
No.
What a
Well,
gift.
you said you
cannot.
Just
have
one
trouble
time.
sleeping.
Yeah, you want to go to sleep and not wake up for 3 days?
That's the problem.
Get a nice double barrel bong. And real quick, there's so many people holding. Hang tight if you're on hold, but
Hold tight, wusses.
yeah, crybabies. Before we move on to whatever we're going to do next, we talked on Monday about sleep divorce and how Danielle's husband is a terrible snorer. Correct or incorrect that after our conversation, you sleep divorced yourself that night?
I had a sleep separation, and it went well for me.
Did you love it?
I loved it. And then I was forced into sleeping in the same bed again last night because I would have taken at least one more day, maybe 2 more days.
Did Daddy need a little loving?
No,
Daddy need a little
windows got a little replacing, and Daddy failed to tell me how much prep needed to be done inside, and our bedroom was covered in dust.
That's not as sultry as I thought it would be. I thought he was like, Mama, come back to bed. Let's put on that Megan Thee Stallion tonight. I got a neutral on the nightstand for you, girl. Come on in.
Gotta fix the window frame, but we about to break this bed.
Yeah, we're about to do it Papa Senning style, like a wrecking ball. If you're on hold, hang tight. I'll take a couple more of your calls when we come back. But we're going to do an impromptu Fat Boy News. There is a food item, I want to say we talked about it with Danielle a while ago, that on the surface sounds absolutely disgusting, but I might be mildly interested. We also have the timing of this couldn't be any better. If you have followed the journey of myself and trying to get in shape, there's one food item that is at the center of that seems to bother Danielle more than any other. Well, don't you know, the fine folks at Smucker's just had a big expose on a brand new flavor that they're dropping.
Oh.
We'll do that and a bunch more coming up next on Senning Show. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. Thanks again to our boss, Jason Meter, for swinging by. Things can change in 5 years. You know, memes that were once cool will get uncool and maybe even cool again. But one thing that won't change is the price of your internet. The fact that Xfinity offers you so many different benefits. They're going to make sure that you're protected against cyber attacks around every single corner. There's going to be no battling for bandwidth in your home. Everybody can do exactly what they need to do when they need to do it without having to worry about being, what do they call it? Throttled up or throttled down in your home when it comes to the internet. That is with the 5-year price guarantee. You've got to check them out today. Xfinity.com, the 5-year price guarantee. Xfinity, imagine that.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
There's no way to prepare for the impact an accident makes on your life. That's why we've spent 40 years getting ready for that moment when you need compassion and immediate action. The right doctors, investigators, our team of experienced attorneys, and your free consultation is already in place. So if you've been hurt, remember, the Farah safety net is right here to catch you. All you have to do is call Farah and Farah. It's what we built. Tampa.
All Americans should do what they can to prepare for the future. Donald Trump Jr. here with an important message. More and more Americans are looking for ways to diversify their hard-earned money, and gold is the perfect solution. For example, a gold IRA from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group lets you diversify your IRA or 401k into physical gold with zero taxes and zero penalties. You stay in control with a tangible asset that's held value for thousands of years. And right now, Birch Gold is offering a free info kit to help you understand how it works. Just text the word SECURE, SECURE, to 989898. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the facts. You can't predict the future, but you can be prepared, but only if you educate yourself. So take that first step right now. Text SECURE to the number 989898 today. That's SECURE to 989898. 888-9898.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Turn up the temperature tonight at the Gold Club, where Tampa Bay comes to play. The hottest lineup, the boldest atmosphere, with more VIP rooms, more stages, and more champagne rooms than any other club. Experience it for yourself at the Gold Club, 6222 East Adamo Drive.
Listen Sunday mornings, 10 to 11, for Prosper with Keith Singer. Keith brings you financial planning tips because he wants you to prosper in your retirement. That's Prosper with Keith Singer, Sunday 10 to 11 a.m. on WHPT 102.5 The Bone. Singer Wealth Advisors is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From toilet and dishwasher issues, tripping breakers, and even washer and dryer repair, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to badgerbobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are. BadgerBobs.com.
License CSC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 13009294.
The Strawberry Festival returns to Plant City February 26th through March 8th with great shows like Brantley Gilbert Wednesday, March 4th, Dierks Bentley Thursday, March 5th, and catch Pitbull Toddler as well as The Offspring on Saturday, March 7th. All at the Florida Strawberry Festival February 26th through March 8th.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah anytime.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Up in Pocahontas in the cranberry glades. Ain't got bars nor the charge to call her anyways. My mind's a mile a minute, and my thoughts the bark.
If I was like a legit creepy guy to work with, that would be my thing. Like, if like you look a little sleepy, you want me to tickle you, big guy? Everybody knows that tickling gets. I bet you it's even scientifically true. I bet you if you feel sleepy and somebody tickles you,
because you're more on high alert.
Yeah. Can I come over there?
Fight or flight mode.
Can I come over there and tickle you? Are you ticklish?
I'm not that ticklish, no.
Of course he's not. He doesn't cry.
That sounds like a challenge.
I mean, you could try.
That's like one of those girls. Sorry to say this, Danielle, but you ever or one of those guys that goes to a girl like, "Oh yeah, I've never had a girl finish me off with her mouth before." Sorry to say that, but like they say that in the hope that like you're offering a challenge.
Like they're gonna put their hair back.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you want to see?" I think that's what you just did to me. You're like, "Oh, I'm not ticklish."
Why don't you come over here and try?
Improve it.
I think it's only under the feet. And I don't think you want to touch my feet.
Man, there's something about does Derek, like, dads tickle their kids? Like, it's a thing, right?
Yeah. I tickle my kids.
That thing when a dad will tickle you, and I don't know if you were tickled this way, Diz, but where they almost dig their big meaty dad fingers like into your rib cage.
Yeah.
And it's this mixture of like you're laughing because it's making you're ticklish, but you also are dying. It's this mixture of both, and only a dad can tickle you like that. And I bet you I could tickle you like that.
I was reprimanded for that when I had my rent-a-family.
Oh, you were a demon tickler.
Yeah, she's like, they love it, but apparently you're very hard when you do it. I go, what? I'm just tickling.
That's how dads tickle. Okay, dude, you gotta. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody, but I'd let you tickle my kids like that anytime.
Thank you.
Man, I am getting growingly uncomfortable here.
Dude, this is your wheelhouse. We're talking parenting. We're talking kids.
You're talking about tickling children.
Well, I mean,
and you're not your kids.
That is true. I guess when you frame it that way, as I'm talking about tickling children, and I don't have children. I guess that is. But I'm not. I don't think I've tickled a child.
You haven't tickled Trent?
No.
You shouldn't, honestly, unless it's your kid.
What do you mean?
I could tickle him.
He could tickle his nephew.
Uncles can tickle.
Well,
yeah, okay.
When you say it like that.
Said it, yeah.
When you say it like
Maybe
that.
you immediately not want to be on your side.
Uncles
can tickle.
He's like, you're telling me I can't sneak in when he's sleeping and go, gotcha, Trent.
It's okay. By the way, they saw the clip of the Chris Benoit thing, my family over there. When we talked about the Chris Benoit.
I forgot I posted it.
Yeah, that I don't know that he saw it, but they saw it. And it
How does that go because it's an interesting dynamic when everything you do in life is on the radio. And obviously we pick this life for ourselves, but our families don't always choose it. So how does it go in your family when like you're rehashing something that clearly they want buried? They changed the story. They want it buried so badly.
Yeah, I would say I have a unique relationship with my brother and my sister-in-law where I don't, like, nothing has ever come from them. Like when I got that talking to, it came from my mom.
That means your brother.
Yes.
And more likely your sister-in-law went to your mom.
Yes. And there's never, I think the Chris Benoit thing is the only thing ever. Like nothing, I've never been, like I said, when he came out and stayed here, we listened to Limp Bizkit, which I heard he wasn't supposed to do. But he's also like an insane rule follower. Like when I put on the Limp Bizkit, he's like, no, I can't listen to this. I'm like, everything's going to be okay.
Oh,
we're going to break stuff and we're going to be rolling and everything's going to be all right. I'm like, dude, this was the theme song, WrestleMania 17. Come on, brother. Like that's
Danielle's like, I love this kid.
The thing about being a parent is you have to understand that there are those relationships in your kid's life that they don't go by the rules. I know that when I send my kids to my in-laws' house, they're going to come home with a bag of candy, cookies, and they're going to be coming home with that straight off of having a sundae that they made themselves with as much sprinkles and whipped cream and all the things. So, but there's absolutely a Chris Benoit-esque line that you can't cross.
I get that. I think maybe telling a 4 or 5 year old about a wrestler that murdered his whole family. I can understand that being the
perhaps.
I think I was really trying to relive it. I think I even like went into the conspiracy theories where I'm like, some people think it wasn't him and that it was a stranger that came in the house and killed his whole family, which is true. Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster. If you're not sure or know the story, Chris Benoit kind of stole his wife. Yeah. So there are beliefs that he then years later got the ultimate payback by murdering all of them and making it look like a murder-suicide.
Like, people can sneak in your house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and this guy was rich.
Maybe
your
this
house,
happened.
not as much. So
and you think
imagine,
you're safe at the grocery store? I heard it might have been the guy in the fruit basket container, right? I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
It's tater.
My brain, I was doing so well.
You don't even know how to scare kids. You don't even know how to properly traumatize a child. What's
so pure.
What's wrong with you?
Basket container aisle. What?
Yeah, everybody knows that's where the bad guys. That's where the bad guys hang out. I feel bad because all these people held. I'm going under Bong Show rules. I'm going to do one more. Wait, did I lose my bong sound? I'm going to do one more.
What is it? Right.
I thought that.
Is that what it sounds like? That's what it sounds like.
Mark the tape.
Stand by.
That will be a new sounder
we have to. I had to have played this for you before, Danielle. You know about the grapefruit noise, right?
The grapefruit noise?
Yes, I do. Are you looking it up still?
Yeah.
Listen, I was just trying to help.
Dude.
Yeah.
In this seat, if John doesn't have something, it is my job to find what he has.
Hold on. because what I really wanted to do was go see if I could relive the noise you just made and then compare it to the grapefruit. Stand by. I'm sorry to be sidetracked, but I'm a child and sometimes this happens. All right, Senning Show is live, so let's go to here and let's try and find it.
Their hair back.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you want to see? I feel like that's what you just did to me. You're like, oh, I'm not taking Chris Benoit thing. And we're going to be rolling and everything's going to be all right. I'm like, dude, this was the theme song, WrestleMania 17.
Further.
Master. If you're not sure or know the story, Chris Benoit kind of.
Right, I was doing so well.
You don't even know how to scare kids. You don't even know how to properly traumatize a child. What's wrong with you?
That's a container aisle. What?
Yeah. Instant replay. Everybody knows that's where the bad guys. That's where the bad guys hang out. I feel bad because all these people held. I'm going under Bong Show rules. I'm going to do one more. Wait, did I lose my bong sound? I'm going to do one more.
What is it?
All right, now let's give the grapefruit sound a try.
It's just longer.
Identical.
What is the grapefruit sound? Where did that come from?
Where does the grapefruit start and Danielle end?
So there was a woman that gave an expose and a bit of a class online of how to please your man using a grapefruit. You know about this, right?
I only know about it from Girls Trip when they
reference it in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a woman who did that, and then she had a whole video about it, and you made the exact same noise.
Okay, well,
So-
Yeah.
I literally am here trying to help.
Yep, you are. You helped so much.
John's looking for a sound
Yep.
effect. He doesn't have it.
Yep.
I just heard it.
Yep.
I heard
Nope.
it last
That's
segment.
exactly what it was.
Thought I might be able to replicate
You
it.
heard it.
Derek's like sleep divorce not happening, dog.
You heard it here
You're in
first.
this room.
We're now going to take this call under grapefruit noise rules. If your story goes on too long, you will hear.
Is that hers?
No.
That wasn't
not.
you. Which do you have hers still? You can't. You got to find
I don't
it.
think I
again.
can find it again. Senning Show, you're under grapefruit rules. Who's this? When did you cry?
Hey, how's it going? It's Mike. I cried probably about 10 years ago now.
Well, who made you cry?
So I was in college working as a paramedic to make extra money, and we got a call out for a motor vehicle accident. And when I got to the scene, it was a head-on collision. And as I'm trying to administer aid, I realized that I go to school with the two girls that are trapped.
Oh my gosh, that is.
And I know them, and I know that they're soccer players, and their legs are entrapped.
Oh
in the
my
vehicle.
gosh! Oh my
So
gosh!
I instantly started bawling, crying, and this girl who's trapped, waiting for the firemen to start tearing the car apart, is encouraging me and telling me everything's going to be okay.
Oh my god!
Are you choking up right now?
A little bit.
I can hear it.
We, in that
That was the
profession, we learn how to not take it home with us, but when it hits home like that, it's just
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, it is. I always highlight and just share my fascination with the people that can work careers and jobs where they go out every day and see horrific things. So you're a hero, and I'm gonna give you something. Just
How you tell a story.
Yeah, that is.
Good
that
job.
was quick and to the point. Thank you but just hang with me for a minute, and I'll get you something during the commercial. Okay.
Thank you.
You bet.
That sounds like a bobcat.
It does sound very. It does.
Vicious, yeah.
It does sound like a cat. We're gonna dig into some Fat Boy news, something new that we're doing in the new year.
Yes.
Where sometimes around 2:30ish, we'll dig into who doesn't love talking about food. We like to bring you new fast food items if there's any drama in the food world. But I did want to touch on, because you sent me a note, Danielle, about your treat, and I couldn't remember if Diz was here when we talked about it, but. Lloyd is he the one who created this?
He's not the one who created it, but he pioneers it at the gym. And so one day, and I enjoy like a savory and a sweet combo. So I was like, oh, this is something I would try. And I really enjoyed. I've added my own features to this dish, but it is rice, like white rice. And then you put beef, like ground beef that you just season with salt and pepper. And then you slice up cold strawberries and put them on top. Now, I also add goat cheese and I add balsamic glaze, and it takes it next level. But it is a very good dish. It's a very easy dish to make. It's a healthy dish.
You wouldn't try it, Diz?
I'd try it. It sounds disgusting.
Strawberries. It's so funny because before you even sent that, this is sprucing it up to the next level. But I saw this news story this morning, because the base of that ground beef and rice, I guess, is the rage for anybody who's trying to get in shape and ultimately be cheap about it. And there's a name for it.
Welcome, Boy Kibble. It describes an unappetizing plate that looks like it was made by someone who doesn't have many cooking skills. A typical boy kibble meal is made of minced beef, rice, and vegetables. And while it may not be pretty, the Gym Bro says the dish has all the essentials, including protein, carbs, and low in calories.
This morning, the clip that I saw didn't even have any vegetables in it. It was just ground beef and rice.
You could do I did ground beef and diced sweet potatoes today.
I cannot do sweet potatoes.
What?
I'm not a sweet potato guy.
Really?
I live for potatoes. Potatoes are life. But dude, I cannot do, like, I think sweet potato, I think dessert. I think sweet potato casserole. I think a sweet, sometimes they'll do the sweet potato fries. They got like a maple syrup dipping sauce or a marshmallow dipping sauce. It's like a sweet treat. I couldn't imagine sitting down and eating like beef and a sweet potato.
So then you probably would be out on this because
yeah.
it just takes the idea of something savory and something sweet. So the strawberries, I don't
like
know
strawberries.
Okay.
I don't like sweet potatoes.
You like sweet potato fries.
Not the same as a sweet potato, in my opinion.
It's
a little cinnamon dusting on it.
I would hate to argue this with you, John, but it's quite literally made of a sweet potato.
Yeah, that's like saying a potato and French fries are nothing like.
That's actually a great point. Thank you for highlighting that. But I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
I would never. Like, some people don't like baked potatoes, but they love French fries. Like, that's not the craziest take.
But they're
ever.
not out here saying that's not a potato. French fries and baked potatoes are not potatoes.
Well,
like,
I mean,
what you're saying is literally that the item that makes the sweet potatoes is different. Like, it's made
I like
from.
my potatoes like I like my women. Okay.
What?
Sweet?
Nailed it. Taking out the trash. A Texas Whataburger manager smashed an unruly customer with a trash can after the suspect allegedly berated staff and returned to the restaurant drunk and attacked the employee. The viral beatdown erupted after Anthony William Newhouse was ordered out of the chain's location in Paris, Texas. When I first saw the video, because I saw the video, Diz, before you sent me the article, when I saw it on TikTok, I thought this was happening at the brand new Whataburger.
Oh.
When I saw it, because I get a lot of St. Pete local stuff on my TikTok feed, I thought, oh my God, they're 1 week in on this thing.
Where's the brand new Whataburger?
Where did we decide? Largo, I think.
Oh.
Largo. Newhouse, 41, was ordered out of the restaurant and allegedly stormed off, but vowed to return later and assault the manager once the cops cleared out. That was before the alleged attacker charged back in and unleashed a violent attack before the manager retaliated. Shocking viral footage shows the manager ferociously swinging a trash can at the suspects as workers shout for someone to press the panic button. The customer who filmed the brawl, Billy Jones, told Fox News that another Whataburger worker cracked the guy on the head with a wire fry basket as the attack began, which dropped the unhinged man to the floor. It immediately got me thinking, best underrated fast food item that you could use as a weapon.
Ooh.
I mean, a fryer basket.
The fry basket is high on the list.
Yeah, because it's got a handle.
Especially if it just came out of the grease, it would still be very hot.
Like a double weapon. You burn them and beat them at the same time. I'm trying to think of an underrated one. What about, could you pick up an entire McFlurry machine?
Oh, that's
how do you think?
I don't think that could
those
happen.
are heavy? Because if you just could get them on the ground and then just drop the McFlurry machine on their head.
In the heat of the moment, I don't think that's going to go quickly.
There's got to be something else back there that would work. I mean, there's probably knives, to be honest with you, depending on how far you wanted to take it.
What about the ones you have to mash the patties?
Oh, like yeah, but what would you do with that? That would almost be like that would almost be like a spanking. Like that's not something your mom would grab from the kitchen to give you a little
He's
swat
talking
on the
about
booty.
bludgeoning.
Yeah,
that's not spanking. That's different.
What are you
hitting him in the face?
Bludgeon.
I know, but maybe I'm not picturing the utensil that you're talking about.
Like a meat tenderizer.
Yeah.
Oh, a meat
Which
tenderizer.
I don't think they're, for what it's worth, I don't think that there's many fast food restaurants that would need a meat tenderizer. I think they're all frozen.
I bet you Shake Shack's got one. I bet you
Shake Shack might have one.
They might have a tenderizer. You never really know. And what could be some of the biggest news that I will bring you here, and I don't say that lightly. The Uncrustable has become a bit of a topic of discussion. When people see me out, they like to reference the Uncrustables that I used to go to bed with in my pockets. I am forever connected to the Uncrustable because of my love for them. And what a time to be alive, because the J.M. Smucker Company previewed what's coming for its brands in 2026, and buried in the slides was a detail that has sent PB&J fans into a spiral. Uncrustables is rolling out a brand new flavor this spring. Did anybody already read it?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
You did? Okay. It's called, I wish they called it Bustin' Blueberry. That would have been cooler for me. It's Bustin' Blueberry. It's actually Burstin' Blueberry, and it pairs peanut butter with blueberry spread for a handheld sandwich that clocks in at 12 grams of protein. You should like that, Danielle. Yes, your childhood lunch staple just entered the crowded protein group chat, according to Food Beast. I have to say, through this whole month that I've been doing what I've been doing, there is one Uncrustable at the bottom of the freezer. And a lot of times when I'm digging in there for meat, protein, it just looks at me, dude. Like I just see it down there.
John.
It is. It's almost very.
I'm all alone.
What was the Seth Rogen movie where the food talked?
Oh, Sausage Party.
Sausage Party. Very much like I can feel the Uncrustable calling out to me from the bottom of just one left, like just one.
If you're just
lonely.
covered in freezer burn,
it's probably rough at this point.
You shouldn't be looking to Uncrustables as your source of protein.
Well,
just period.
I mean, 12 grams of protein, that's not nothing. It's not.
Yep, you're right. You're right. I mean, there's 12 grams of protein in it, but let's look at all the other stuff that's in it. You ever scan that with your Yucca app, John? It's not going to go good for you.
I'm trying to look for more details.
Probably going to be rated as a 0 bad, if I had to guess. Bring me an Uncrustable. Do you have the box?
No. I just have a single package, just one lonely Uncrustable.
When you hit your weakness at the store next and you buy Uncrustables, bring me the box.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
We're going to scan it with my Yucca app, and we're going to let you know what's really inside your sandwich.
I bet you it's not that bad. So
I bet you it's terrible.
It's bread. I mean, the white bread's the worst part.
The bread is terrible.
Yeah, the bread is
Tortillas
are
terrible. The jelly inside is that's not real blue. You think they're mashing up blueberries?
How do you live your life? All of these things that people just eat every day, just thinking that they're terrible. It's like
I will eat things that are naughty. I just try to have more things in the column that I'm proud of than in the naughty.
That's fair. That's a fair.
I think you have to live your life with balance. We don't live in a place where you can completely avoid it at all times, especially if you're busy. But I do think everybody should prioritize having a larger column of foods that they would not be ashamed to tell somebody they ate than the other way around.
Well, or you just go in my department and have no shame. That's a lot easier than having to work through all of those emotions.
It's an option.
I would say this goes into the category of food shame for Danielle. I want to say that we talked about this at length because they brought this back in Canada first, and there was people posting videos, and even I told you that I saw people from Michigan going to Canada because they added it on the menu first there, and I don't think I've had one, and I know Danielle hasn't had one. The KFC Twister.
Oh, I don't think so.
KFC is leaning into two very specific moods right now. The first being the solo wrap, the fan favorite Twister returns, stacked with 2 crispy original recipe tenders, lettuce, tomato, pepper mayo inside a warm tortilla. This time around, it's positioned like a sidekick or it's not positioned like a sidekick and more as a full meal, which you're never going to get me excited about wrapping stuff in a tortilla.
I do remember this wasn't that good at
Yeah,
all.
I just feel like
not good.
What's the thing everybody lost their mind for at Mickey D's?
McWrap.
Yeah, the McWrap. All of they took just basic stuff and put it in a tortilla. What's going on?
There is the original McDonald's chicken wrap, when we were in college age, fire still.
Back in the good old days?
Yeah, back when we were America.
If you had to right now, Danielle, gun to your head, somebody said you have to go out and eat a meal that is not good by all of your parameters at a fast food restaurant, what fast food restaurant would be? Yeah, it's pretty good.
Load me up.
That's a pretty good.
Taco Bell.
That's a pretty good pick. Yeah. Not Taco Bell. Second.
Yeah. And I have to like it, right? Because I don't.
No, you don't have to.
The reason I don't like
I said there's a gun to your head, so you don't have to like it. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't have to like it and I was picking the worst of the worst, you'd go Hardee's, right?
Oh.
Hardee's is the worst of the worst.
I don't know if I've ate at Hardee's.
Dude, I've told this story before. When I first started here in promo, I was traveling back and forth between Lake County, and Mike Olivero gave me a stack of Hardee's gift cards, and I probably went through a 3-month period where at least 1 or 2 meals of my day was eaten at Hardee's, and it is that will sit in your stomach like a brick. Then there is the new $20 Build-A-Bucket, which feels like KFC's answer to dinner indecision. I like this. For $20, you can choose between 8 pieces of bone-in chicken or 8 original recipe tenders, plus 4 individual sides, biscuits and sauces. It's structured for sharing, but flexible enough that no one has to settle for the side they don't want. I feel like KFC's dying on the vine.
Oh, yeah.
When's the last time somebody was excited to go to a KFC?
No, and their customer service sucks.
Yeah, the one over by us, it feels like it's not long for this world. Yeah. I've never seen anybody there.
Popeyes is the way to go with that.
And then I don't think that it helped that they built a Popeyes directly across the street from my KFC. So I feel like the people from KFC just look out the window at the Popeyes like
any day now.
Was that the Popeye? What? Is that the Popeyes?
What was that? That's just it. They just hum.
What don't you know? I just meant don't you? What? I meant don't you know because you like Popeyes, not don't you know because you like Popeyes.
Yeah, let's do it again. Say, man. man, try this chicken. That's not it?
I think it's like, I'm ready for Popeyes. Is that it?
I don't know.
It's, Popeyes taste so good.
I actually feel really good that I don't know this at all.
Popeyes. Well, you're playing silly with me, Diz.
Popeyes jingle?
You don't know it? Because I
No.
also think I'm getting it mixed up with that girl that made up the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Dr.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yes, thank you. Okay,
yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Well, what did you do?
I went, gotta give me some Popeyes. Or some variation.
Same thing.
Some variation.
thing.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. I was very, very close, if we're being honest.
Okay.
And lastly, before we take a break, and there is a food connection here. It's not necessarily a Fat Boy food, but it is a food brand. If you thought that branded merch had officially jumped the shark, Liquid Death, who used to just be water, but now they're making all sorts of crazy drinks, and Spotify would like a word, preferably from beyond the grave. On February 24th, the two brands unveiled the Eternal Playlist Urn, a Bluetooth-enabled speaker urn designed to keep the music playing long after you've logged off for good. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a sleek, minimalistic urn with a wireless Bluetooth speaker built directly into the lid, allowing users to stream music straight from their phone, tablet, or computer. The pitch is equal parts dark humor and oddly sincere. Music shouldn't stop just because you're dead.
I feel like this is built for you. I feel
In what
when
way?
I saw, because there's nobody and I mean this, there's nobody I know that loves music more than you.
I appreciate that.
So when I saw this, I was like, this is John. John needs to make sure he secures one of these. They only made 150.
So it's Bluetooth capable, though. So that means somebody has to be. Do you not have to be close enough to keep your phone connected to keep it playing?
I mean, I don't get into the logistics.
Well, I'm just
of
saying, it seems like a fun
Maybe that's
thing.
why there's only 150 of them,
but
John.
No, okay. But the urn would be in your house. In
Yes.
my brain,
Yes.
I was thinking the urn was like in the ground or something. Okay.
What?
It's all. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was.
That's not how it works, John.
Urns. Sorry.
Lucky that you don't know that.
Yeah. I'm just. So urn would be like let's say I get hit by a bus today, and then
God.
Danielle would have the urn in our living room, and then it would also have the built-in speaker.
Would you want it near the Bigfoot picture?
Yes, actually, probably right underneath it. I'd like to see a mantle. I'd like to see some sort of mantle with the urn and my Bigfoot picture and little Bigfoot figurines all around and all sorts of stuff. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So and they create. I think Spotify creates the playlist
So
too.
Spotify has a feature where, you as a living person right now, could create your own playlist. So
From-
you could
for
basically,
your death.
yes, basically.
Spotify DJ sucks, though.
Oh, dude.
You ever use it?
I love that guy.
You like it?
I
Wait,
love
what is
that
it?
guy.
Spotify DJ.
Oh, dude, I love DJ X. That's my dog.
That's his name?
Dude, you don't.
Oh, man, I hate Spotify.
What is this?
Oh,
What
wait,
is
hold on.
this?
He makes a mix for you.
Yeah,
and he,
hold on. I love this guy so much, and he always immediately plays what I want to hear. How the hell do I get to him? What do I type in? My DJ. Isn't that what you call
It's
him?
your dog. I thought you have immediate access to him.
No, he is, but
I got immediate access to my
but
dogs.
I tell
Yeah,
my
she can call up Pat anytime.
right now.
but I used to just tell my Amazon Alexa play my DJ on Spotify.
Oh, my God.
Oh no, I was so excited to play him.
You don't have your own playlist?
You like that I build?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of those, but I like the fun of going, hey, this is DJ X. I got some songs that you've been digging on lately. You have
Do you
to
get
hear.
to pick the voice, or is it one voice?
No, he's just doing his Popeyes voice.
No,
again.
I nailed it. I absolutely nailed it.
Well, you thought that with the Popeyes.
Yeah. No, this time now I have to.
Going about
Popeyes.
Now I have to find it. Now why isn't it just popping up? Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Hey, what's happening? DJ X got your usual selection ready to go. Gonna start with some songs off Spotify's Rock Frequency playlist.
Kinda sounds like
Carter
Ricky
Benjamin
Smiley.
first.
This is terrible.
Thank you.
I've never.
Can I
I've
know
never listened to the. Yeah,
you're.
I've been compromised. These are not my people. These are not my
Some of your
songs.
usual now.
Oh.
First, I got a song you listened to for 5 consecutive days last month. Hoping you like it.
See?
Random facts.
Yeah, he's putting your business out there.
Do you get an iPhone?
No.
Okay, so this is what you're really missing. And I'm gonna. This is a hot take because most everybody I talk to is very angry about this with the update, but I personally am intrigued by it and enjoy it a lot in most cases. When they forced the last update upon me while I was sleeping and I woke up to a brand new phone, my iTunes changed. Listen.
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
Yeah. Dude, it's like a tickle from your uncle.
Why can't I?
It's like a tickle from your Apple
You
uncle.
do this to yourself, then you get mad at us.
You know, I was forced upon me while I was sleeping.
I don't.
I can't tickle. I can't tickle my nephew. I can't
Listen.
tickle my nephew, but
So
you can be
have
forced
do
upon.
you have an iPhone?
Yes.
All right, so
It was
you
forced
know
on
how
me.
it goes. You don't update your phone, and then all of a sudden, one day, you wake up and it's like, you took too long. Here's your new phone. And then you have to relearn everything because you didn't opt to upload it yourself.
Oh,
to
that
update
happens?
it. Yes, to me every time.
So do you have?
I haven't updated mine. It hasn't forced itself on
Don't
me
make
yet,
me. Wait,
Danielle.
hold on. Let me play this for you real quick, Danielle. Oh, sorry. The grapefruit's in there somewhere. So what happened?
I just wanted to tell you, the iTunes now, as you're getting close to the end of one song, it automatically segs you into the next
I do
song.
like that.
And it might take the beat of the song that you're currently listening to and speed it up or slow
I do
it down.
like that. Like a
People
DJ
in-
mix.
People in
iTunes?
radio,
Who uses iTunes?
people in radio enjoy this thoroughly.
Yeah.
Everyone else absolutely hates it. Oh, skipping the first 30 seconds of my song. What did you miss, bro? What did you miss in that first 30 seconds? This was magic. Sorry.
Magic the radio station or Magic in your phone?
No, magic in your phone.
Gotta stop promoting that here now.
Yeah. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to dig into some of John's joints. Lots to get to. Some good, some bad. I heard an insane statistic. I'll start in the softer end of things about what the cold snap over the last couple months has done to the citrus in the state of Florida. Just wild, wild numbers. And remember that story that we covered pretty closely for a few days in a row about the young girl who got killed on the cruise ship, and they thought it was her brother?
Yeah.
Well, somebody has been charged. We'll bring you that and a bunch more coming up next in John's Joints. I had a couple people message me that thought I've been saying something different, so I'm going to spell it out for you. It is Scoopy Nutrition. SCOOPY Nutrition.com. If you are passionate about your dog like I am, my sweet beloved Brody, who just made it to 15 years old, you got to do things to take care of them as they get older. But no matter what age they are, you should always be looking out for them. And shout out to Ben over at Scoopy Nutrition, who has an amazing line of products from allergy chews, skin and coat, calming bites, and hip and joints to help your dog with whatever they may have going on. But I really want to tell you about the Super Health Soft Chews, which my boy Brody, it almost brings a tear to my eye when I look at it, when I bring it up on the computer. He's on the front of the package. These chews are filled with so many different super herbal complexes and therapeutic mushrooms, from lion's mane to reishi mushrooms, the ashwagandha, and even a total body maintenance system with a 5-in-1 plan that will be covering the joints, the gut, and everything in between. And that's really just the beginning of it, because a portion of the proceeds from every bag is going directly to Satchel's Last Resort, an amazing rescue down in Sarasota that will keep dogs there forever if they cannot find a home. They're a non-kill shelter. They also rehab and rescue dogs and find them their homes. So proud to be working with them. And a lot of the bags, all the different bags and products have different dogs that are in need of homes featured on it, whether it's Tonka or Zoe. That's just a couple. And we're going to be helping out a bunch of charities as this goes on. The first 100 people that order the Scoopy Nutrition Super Health Soft Chews with Brody's face on it are going to get a really, really cool Senning Show keychain. So go now. It is Scoopy with a P, ScoopyNutrition.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Puck drop is at 7:30. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Hey Tampa Bay, when it comes to your home, confidence matters. That's why families across the Bay have trusted Hawkins Service Company for over 30 years. From air conditioning and plumbing to electrical and pool equipment, Hawkins delivers 5-star service, backed by unmatched service guarantees and thousands of 5-star reviews. New customers receive 10% off any service. Just mention The Bone. Schedule online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
The one and only Monster Jam.
See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay. Save up to $10 on tickets when you scan the QR code at participating Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay restaurants. Terms apply. Scan QR code in restaurant for details. Coming to Raymond James Stadium this weekend.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Come cheer on the victor as Victor Hovland defends his title and the Valspar Championship celebrates 25 years of premier PGA Tour golf action with superstars galore and award-winning fan hospitality and family fun. March 17th through the 22nd at Innisbrook's Copperhead Course. Country stars Tyler Hubbard and Lee Brice co-headline the free Valspar live concert presented by Chick-fil-A. Come celebrate 25 years of PGA Tour golf. Get your tickets and parking at ValsparChampionship.com.
It's the discount that counts and the payment that matters at Ken Ganley Kia. Right now, take a flat $4,000 dealer discount off a new 2025 Kia Soul, $5,000 off a K4, $6,000 off a Telluride, $15,000 off an EV6, $15,000 off. Drive a new Kia from $99 lease per month, 25 K4 LXS, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $99 a month for a new Kia. But wait, there's more. Get up to $10,000 in finance savings when you buy a 2026 Kia with 0% for 5 full years, 0 down. At Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richie on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia NewportRichie.com.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento 0% APR 1667 for 1,000 financed versus 8% APR plus tax tag title and doc fee unapproved. Credit through CAMAV expires 3/2/26.
Dizzy here from JP and Senning Show, Mr. Half the Show's lineup. But right now I'm here to tell you about an American-made Kava Social Club. Yes, us Yanks put the beat down on the Canadians for the gold. And with that overwhelming American pride, it's only right that you share it with the Kava Social Club, an all-American-made bar. Look, I know some other kava spots that are run by Canadians who have infiltrated our great country, and while they cash in our great U.S. dollar, they're still cheering on our little goofy up north neighbors. But not at Kava Social Club, brother. Kava Social Club keeps a long list of daily mix, kava, kratom, and THC drinks that you can enjoy with fellow gold-supporting all Americans. I've heard nonstop chatter about the Florida Boys lemonade, Grandma's recipe that originated here in the good old US of A. And one of the great little features about the Kava Social Club is their tiki hut outside, where you can enjoy any of the kava, kratom, or THC drinks while looking over this vast, beautiful American country we have. Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boolah, baby!
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Italian subs for your finance team at Chicago. Easy Cater. Burritos for your call center crew in Plano. Easy Cater. Bagels for your sales reps meeting clients in Charlotte. Easy Cater. Hot chicken sandwiches for your third shift warehouse workers in Memphis. Easy Cater. Your teams may be spread out across the country, but you've got one platform to feed them all, whenever and wherever they work, with food they love from favorite restaurants. Easy Cater. Food for the workplace, all in one place. Order now at easycater.com.
Turn up the temperature at the Gold Club, where Tampa Bay comes to play. Enjoy the hottest lineup, the boldest atmosphere, plus prime rib every Wednesday, and the hottest lunch specials daily from noon to 3. More VIP, more stages, more champagne. Visit 6222 East Adamo Drive or TampaGoldClub.com.
This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Is that time? It's John's Joints every afternoon at around 3 o'clock. Running a little late today. We burn down the joints of the world, mixed in with some nuggets from life. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is Danielle. We're going to be joined by Drew Garabo in just a little bit. He is broadcasting live from Benchmark International Arena as the Tampa Bay Lightning return to the ice to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm very excited to have hockey back on during the week. It just feels like a little something to look forward to. You can go home and watch a game at night.
There's something that I can't stop thinking about, which is the Jake Ensel, Brennan Hagel interaction the first time.
You mean in the Olympic game?
Yeah. Well, I mean now that we know the outcome. Now that one has a gold, one has a silver and a stuffed animal. They both have stuffed animals.
My dad, who doesn't pay tons of attention to hockey, was asking me that question when I was talking to him on the way in. He's like, what about these guys that just had this crazy game and now ended up losing, and now you got to go back and that's your teammate? And I don't know how many. I imagine there's a few instances where that will take place. But
or Austin Matthews.
He's going back.
They're going to be on the ice against each other tonight. They were just teammates.
Well, his is even crazier because he's got to go back and play for a Canadian team after he just won a gold medal for the United States of America. So lots of little subplots and storylines. And Drew will join us in just a little bit. John's Joints brought to you by marijuanadoctor.com. Maybe you're somebody who's thinking, I can't really sleep very well at night. I think I'm a little stressed out more than I'd like to be. Well, it's time to get your medical marijuana card, and you can do that with marijuanadoctor.com. They've got over 40 locations across the state of Florida, Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, and beyond. Founded by a former patient who just wanted to make this process as easy as humanly possible, and that's what they've done. You go online, marijuanadoctor.com, book it. Use the code BONE30 for $30 off that initial certification. You'll see the doctor, meet with the staff, and be certified that same day. You'll be out of office before you know it. Maybe you pick up some gummies, some pre-rolled joints, maybe a little vape. Whatever you've got your eyes on, you can get from the best dispensaries Florida has to offer. Go now. It's marijuanadoctor.com. Use code BONE30. And if you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. It was funny, Danielle, you were poking around about how we had approached this story and what you do with it, because it's just so long and it's been so drawn out, and how do you touch on it and where do you go with it? It's crazy because there are so many different new tidbits every day. And yesterday, when we had Joj in, we were talking about the fact that they bumped up the reward for Savannah Guthrie's mom to $1 million. And we were all wondering, why would you wait? Would you not just throw $1 million at it immediately and say, find my mom, and hope somebody would do the right thing for $1 million? Well, it turns out they wanted to, and the police would not let them. Today's show host, Savannah Guthrie, had wanted to offer $1 million reward for her mom's safe return on the day she went missing, but investigators shot down the idea. An emotional Savannah finally announced $1 million family reward for information about Nancy Guthrie's whereabouts on yesterday, more than 3 weeks after the 84-year-old was abducted from her home near Tucson, Arizona. She had wanted to offer the $1 million on day one, but all involved in the investigation feared it would result in a deluge of bogus tips when investigators had already thousands of tips coming in organically. According to a source, the FBI had already doubled the reward for information leading to Guthrie from $50,000 to $100,000 as embattled authorities hit one dead end after another. So that kind of puts a little bow on that question that we asked yesterday.
Such a tricky spot to be in. If you have that money and it is your mom and you just want to do anything, and I don't disagree, like I think it's good advice to not, like I think that would have brought on so many leads that are going to go nowhere and maybe make things take longer. But then, like as Savannah Guthrie goes and says that here's the $1 million, she knows she's going to get hit with all these people like, oh yeah, now you're too little, too late. Like amongst all the other stuff she's dealing with.
Right. There's that. I mean, it's a tough thing. And I don't know if this will be added to the list of things that will be perceived as a fumble by the police. But, maybe they waited a smidge too long. Because also, I feel like, not to be more morbid than I already am, the time is ticking more than normal with an 84-year-old woman. She supposedly needed medication and God knows what. So even if you are worried you're going to get too many tips, if there's a 3% more likely chance that you find her, there's the 3% chance more likely that she's still alive.
Right. Then the way that they were emphasizing days, like this is days, a days-long situation where she needs this medication. The fact that it's taken so long, I feel like...
She did.
And you don't want to say that, but I feel like everybody knows that it's been a long time. And I feel like there's so many things that have been really weird about this.
It is just a weird thing. Like, I know that nothing can just be anything anymore in the world that we live in. Like, a hurricane can't be a hurricane. It was sent by the government. Any terrible thing that happens, it came from somewhere else. So I think we just have inquisitive, bizarre minds now because of the world we live in. But it does just feel weird all the way around.
Yeah, it's the weirdest part is, like, there's been no indication of, like, they have gotten proof of life. That, like, there's something that we know that there's a video or we talked to her, like we know she's still alive. That's the weirdest part. Like I think she's gone for
that's
sure.
That's a great point. Where if you really wanted the money, like if it was all about the money truly, I think all you'd have to do, and who knows, maybe they've sent money and they didn't do anything. But if you really wanted to get the money, I would think the main thing you have to do is just show them that she's alive. Put her on the phone for a second. In much lighter news, the stuffed orangutan made famous by Punch, the abandoned baby macaque at Ichikawa City Zoo in Japan, who captured hearts around the world, is completely sold out around the world. Punch was abandoned by his mother at birth. I'm obsessed with this damn monkey. And the problem is that I have found is that there's so many videos. And if you get Punch the Monkey in your TikTok algorithm, it's game on. And the problem is now there's so much AI. And because this is a thing where the videos are kind of taken from far away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
it's not fake it easier.
You can fake it very, very easily. So people are putting, like last night, I'm in the Punch the Monkey vortex, as I like to call it. And it's like today, I was at the zoo and look what happened to Punch the Monkey. And this other giant monkey legit just threw Punch off a cliff and then ripped up his stuffed orangutan. And I'm like, oh my God. For a second, I go, oh my God, Punch, what, is he dead? What happened? What happened to the stuffed orangutan? And then it takes me 2 seconds to look at the comments. Everybody, this is AI. This did not really happen. It's just I love that it's something fairly wholesome and meaningless at the end of the day for people to gravitate to rather than having to worry about all the real bad things going on in the world. But it is still very sad.
And I think you said it was at IKEA, right? It was because I looked that up when you said that, and it was like $15, like $14.99. You could have had your very own Punch the Monkey companion, but now you cannot.
Yeah, I guess people are buying them up, of course, and putting them on eBay and selling them for like $120 a piece, and people will buy them because that's the world that we live in.
I feel like he's just being an animal. Everything is just animal. You go to Lowry Park Zoo and you can find your own Punch the Monkey.
Well, and see, thing. I will, and again, I've been influenced and infiltrated. My brain has been infiltrated by the Punch the Monkey supporters. I agree. I think that things happen all day, but we focus on this one little Punch the Monkey, and it becomes the biggest thing in the world. The craziest thing that I've noticed, because other people noticed it and turned me onto it, what a terrible enclosure for monkeys. There is not a tree.
Yeah.
There is no greenery.
It's just concrete.
They don't have stuff to play with, nothing to like keep their minds going. Whatever is up with this zoo in Japan, it's just a giant concrete enclosure where it seems the monkeys only are just mean to each other and throw their own poop and beat each other up. That's the part for me that I feel like they should maybe have a little nicer enclosure for all of those.
It looks like a prison. It looks like Rikers Island, and that's why they're bullying him, because it's the yard now you're on.
The other sad part and crazy part, I don't know if you've seen these clips, is that so the zookeeper comes out and like throws all this food around, and all of the monkeys go crazy for the food. They're all like on the ground, just getting the food. Punch does not do that, though. Punch jumps up on the zookeeper's shoulder and just walks with him the whole time that he's out there feeding all the other monkeys. Like, he seems to.
So he didn't eat at all?
Well,
I
Punch
don't know
is
if
a
he
favorite
eats.
monkey. They're saving food for him.
I don't know if he
absolutely.
he eats or
That's
what he eats.
That's probably what it is.
Maybe, yeah. He's just like, I know I'm getting that rib
He's
out.
like,
baby.
I don't go to fight. You guys have to fight. I'm the favorite. I'm just going to sit up here.
Look at these monkeys.
Yeah.
Get over there and give me my own sandwich.
Man, this story was, I think this is kind of an out of sight, out of mind thing, because I don't think I'm totally out of line in saying that the backbone of the state of Florida is is the citrus. I mean, are we the orange juice state? The orange juice capital of the world?
Well, we're the Sunshine State.
The Sunshine State.
Lightning capital?
Citrus.
Don't we have a saying about orange juice?
We
Come
love
for
it.
the sunshine. Stay for the orange juice.
Loving that OJ.
Sipping OJ, baby. I got this great audio of an orange. You got to hear it. Florida farmers preparing for this freeze that we just had. They didn't know how bad it would be. I think it was a little worse last night than everybody thought. But when you see the numbers from Fox 13 about just how much money these cold winter has cost, 66 of 67 counties have gone into freezing temperatures for multiple hours. $3.2 billion of damage has been done to citrus alone. 306 million to strawberries, and that's not even including all of this. And the guy that they interview here says, we just don't get paychecks. My people don't get paychecks.
In the Tampa Bay area, I don't think that we realize how bad it has been for those pretty immediately north of us. We took the boys to SeaWorld a couple weeks ago. They had like a half day or no school on a Friday. We went in SeaWorld. Everything that they had, dead.
Like all the greenery,
mature
everything, yeah.
trees, unless it was an evergreen tree that you couldn't like burn out of there. Unless it was an evergreen, it was completely gone. Derek was looking around because that's like his thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's the amount of money just in this park alone. And that's when I realized like it's been cold here, but we have been very lucky.
It's been a lot worse. And I do see stuff online of people, arborists and other plant people that they go around and just show dead plants and trees everywhere you go. So if you're in the citrus industry, hope you can bounce back. And I would imagine that an orange can be less perfect if you're sending it off to become orange juice than if you're sending it to the grocery store for somebody to eat.
I would imagine
Does
that's
that make sense?
accurate because it doesn't matter what it looks like to make orange juice. When I pick up a bag of oranges to take home, I'm making sure that they look good on the outside.
Right, which they're for show. Yeah, they're for show. The ones that maybe are a little curdled up from the cold, they're like, make it into
put some extra sugar in
Tropicana, whatever it is. And I want to hit on this before we go to break because it caught my eye this morning, and you both sent it to me separately. I am enamored by Benny Blanco, mostly because of the show Dave. That I knew of Benny Blanco. I knew that he was one of the biggest producers. Like his list of songs that he's produced, if you don't really know, will blow your mind. A lot of the big pop hits, especially from like 5 to 10 years ago, he has a credit on all of them. And when he popped up on Dave, him and Lil Dicky have this, there's no way to put it, insanely gay relationship where they have these episodes. Did you watch Dave, Danielle?
No.
So there's a scene where I don't know if it's Dave or Benny who's in what position, but one of them is drinking the shower water as it runs through the other one's butt crack. Like they are, remember that shower scene?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, they do all of this gay stuff
I remember
together,
that episode.
and they're in the shower
why,
together, and I'm just like, what is up with this guy? He's so weird. And then he ends up falling in love with and being attached to.
Marrying.
Are they married?
They're married.
Yeah. Oh, Selena Gomez, who's very pretty and very popular. And I go, this guy must be more than we know. He must have something, maybe a big hog. I don't know. But everybody's talking about him today, saying, how is this guy with Selena? How does Selena Gomez deal with him? Because two things. First, I think it was on a podcast that they were doing. I think he was actually doing it with Lil Dicky. I think they're on this podcast
It's
together.
Lil Dicky and Lil Dicky's wife.
Oh, and they're all on it together.
Yeah.
Is it brand new?
It's probably pretty new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during that, and they say that it was on Selena Gomez's couch. Maybe it's their couch together. You see his ridiculously dirty, and this is no offense to the fine folks who work there or shop there because I'm going to go there after work. I call these Winn-Dixie feet.
Oh, I call them 7-Eleven feet.
Yeah,
I call them Senning feet.
Yeah, which let me see.
That is, wow.
I'm looking pretty good today.
Yeah, that's not bad. But you can tell
He goes outside a lot.
You
with
can tell
barefoot.
that there's coloration on the bottom of your feet that ain't
Coloration?
never coming out because of the dirt you walk through.
Man.
You can tell
It's
that
stained. He got stained feet.
you can tell some of that's not ever coming out.
Hey, you got your seasoned mug, but on
Yeah,
your
I
feet.
did. I got seasoned feet. And this is actually new because I did that thing. I think I told you about it. I did that thing where I wrapped
Balance
my
house?
feet in the in these crazy, like they're like wet socks. Sounds crazy, but they're like these wet socks you keep on your feet for like 2 hours, and then after you take them off, like 10 days later, all of the skin on your feet.
Oh yeah, didn't you
come
try
off.
to do that before? Weren't you trying to do that at the beach bash?
I think that's
and
what
it
it
looked
was.
really weird, or you were afraid it was going to
Yeah,
look
I didn't
really
end up
weird?
doing it before the beach bash. But so this is actually buildup of just a couple months. I had brand new feet just a couple months ago. Benny Blanco's feet, though, very dirty. But that, from my perspective, not the worst part because
You are so scared of this, and it's
Wait,
so
see if you guys can pick this up. I was gonna pick up. I like.
John is so scared of a fart, man. He is so scared.
That's the more like upsetting part.
Oh God,
What's upsetting? It's the couch.
Well,
like what's upset?
It's the couch. What do you mean?
No, that wasn't the couch.
Well, no, you were like, it's Selena Gomez's couch.
Well, I mean, I don't care whose couch it is.
I think it's the company you're in. You're just doing with like, even if it was with your significant other, maybe you guys got a funny thing, whatever. But with not random people, but just friends.
And just farts are not
for everyone.
Thank you. I was going to say farts aren't funny. That would be a lie.
No,
there
farts
is
can be
something
funny.
that can be funny, but sometimes I just don't think about, or I don't think people think about the grotesque nature of what is actually happening.
You mean like
scientifically, like air traveling through an area of your body that is inherently gross. And then that air goes out into the stratosphere where we all smell it or hear it or not funny.
Have you ever walked in your front yard with no shoes on?
Yes.
And then you walk back, and then you walk back into your house.
Yes, he
Do
does.
you ever think about if a dog came in your yard?
Are you trying to draw this correlation between that and a fart?
I'm just saying that you're not really laying it all out there for what you do. So you walk in your front yard, another dog's been there and used the bathroom. You walk in that dirt. You walk back in your house.
Are you co-signing on this?
You go in your bed.
Let the girl finish.
I'm
She's
just
cooking.
saying, like,
She's cooking.
I'm again, facts. I'm just stating facts.
She said, you and Benny Blanco, same guy.
I'm just saying, if you're that thrown off, if the farts, it's like the grotesque nature of, like, let's peel back some of the layers.
I don't want to ask this question, but you've pushed
Oh,
me
you
to
can
it.
ask.
Are you guys ripping
Nope.
ass in your house all the
Nope.
time? Then what are
Absolutely
you
not.
talking about?
I'm just saying, I'm not like horrified, but you are legit. Like, if you bring farts up around John, you can see him get like uncomfortable in his skin.
100%. What do you think would be worse, if Derek was a farter or had feet like Benny Blanco?
Feet like Benny Blanco.
Dude, his feet gotta look like that.
Derek's absolutely not. Derek has the sissiest, wussiest
Yeah.
feet you ever seen in your life. He can't even make it out to the mailbox with no shoes on.
John got Fred Flintstone.
Dude, I
feet,
can make it
as I
down the
said.
block, around the block. I can make it over the Howard Franklin
Those
barefoot.
are all-terrain
Yeah.
feet
Dude,
right
these
there,
are-
boy.
Now,
you're-
Derek is a little baby.
You nailed it, Diz. I'm gonna start using that. I got seasoned feet.
Yeah.
Dude, they look like I want my coffee cup to look.
You ever seen Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
Got Mr. Deeds feet.
Let's not go throwing feet stones around here, Danielle, okay?
I'm just trying to draw the similarity
Yeah.
that you're clearly looking
Well,
at.
you failed. Denied. Connection denied.
Okay.
Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be joined by Drew Garabo, who is emanating live from Benchmark International Arena tonight as the Lightning take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think we're saying goodbye to you, right, Danielle?
Yes.
Yes, goodbye. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'll see you tomorrow.
She will be back in the building tomorrow and Friday, but do not go anywhere. More joints, more with Drew Garabo coming up next on Senning Show.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Come roll with us for 102.5 The Bone and Drew Garabo Live's Down to Bowl. The 5th annual Down to Bowl event is happening Saturday, March 21st from noon to 3 p.m. at Pin Chasers Veterans Location. Join Drew Garabo live for a great time, raising money for a great cause, with all of the proceeds going to the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay. Head to the Bone online.
On the Howard Franklin toward Tampa, a disabled vehicle is blocking the right shoulder at the hump. That's causing slowdowns back.
BobsCarpetAndFlooring.com.
The one and only Monster Jam. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Save up to $10 on tickets with a savings coupon for participating Ford dealerships. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See savings coupon for details. Coming to Raymond James Stadium this weekend.
For more than 35 years, Florida Prepaid has been helping families save for college. As the largest, most successful prepaid program in the nation, parents can rest easy knowing their investment is safe and sound because it's protected by the state of Florida. It's the risk-free, worry-free way to save for your child's future, so you have absolutely nothing to lose sleep over. Save for their story today. Plans start at just $29 a month. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
At Brandon Honda, we have lenders for every credit situation. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get zero down deals on any new vehicle in stock. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. And we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. We have over 600 vehicles to choose from and over 50 lenders, all competing to get you the best deal possible. Get your guaranteed credit approval at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0850 for more information.
Tomorrow is opening day at the Florida Strawberry Festival with Jimmy Sturr and his orchestra free at 10:30. The Oak Ridge Boys at 3:30. And Alabama at 7:30 on the Wish Farm Soundstage.
You got it! Like Grandma and Grandpa used to play.
Also, it's Florida Blue Seniors Day. Seniors 60 and over, gate admission only $10. It's Lazy Days RV Ride-a-thon Day, Thursday, only $20. Ride all day with a wristband when you visit Lazy Days RV at the festival. Plus, get a voucher for a free Polar Pop at Circle K with each Midway wristband purchase. Hundreds of exhibits, arts and crafts, free entertainment, awesome food, and our delicious strawberry shortcake. Get details and tickets today at flstrawberryfestival.com or visit a participating public supermarket for discount admission tickets. The 2026 Florida Strawberry Festival. Still growing.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Your team always knows how to stay cool under pressure, and so does Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. If your AC is skating on thin ice, turn to your trusted Carrier experts for over 60 years at Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Right now, you can get the Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. So when your home feels more like a penalty box, it's Cox Heating and Air Conditioning for the win. Go to coxair.com today. License number CAC 1816108.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have select new Kia models. 0% APR for 5 years. 0 down payment or 0 payments until spring. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Italian subs for your finance team at Chicago. Easy Cater. Burritos for your call center crew in Plano. Easy Cater. Bagels for your sales reps meeting clients in Charlotte. Easy Cater. Hot chicken sandwiches for your third shift warehouse workers in Memphis. Easy Cater. Your teams may be spread out across the country, but you've got one platform to feed them all, whenever and wherever they work, with food they love from favorite restaurants. Easy Cater. Food for the workplace, all in one place. Order now at easycater.com.
Oh, yes, I mean a mosquito.
Don't miss Roger Day when he returns for a special daytime performance Monday, March 9th at 11 a.m. at the Baycare Sound. This free performance is perfect for K through second graders, featuring Roger's signature songs. Roger Day, Dream Big. For more information, visit RuthEckertHall.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul DeLegato. Cold air is about done. We'll go mostly clear tonight, lows in the mid-50s. Coming up on Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, warmer and a bit more humid with highs running in the mid-70s. Showers arrive on Friday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
You give me chill when you sing so sweet. You make me feel it. My neck.
Maple Leaves, Drew R. Garabo.
Feels like
It really does. I was just saying there's something, the run of the Olympics is fun and there was lots of excitement along the way, but having hockey at normal times for you to be able to go home and watch a game on a weeknight or go to a game in your own town, I like that feel a little better than the Olympics, and it feels right that the boys are back at it tonight.
Same, and we're going from famine to feast because I don't know if you've seen the schedule, but we play, I think, like 27 games or 15 games in 27 days. It's some bizarre number of how many games we're going to be playing the next month or so.
Yeah, it certainly is. And we were talking about the interesting dynamics specifically of teammates that just had to face off against each other. But even more than that, Austin Matthews having to go back to Canada and play for that team is just a very interesting dynamic. I'm sure it's something people would like to read into more than actually exists, but it's still fun for little storylines.
Well, yeah, and plus Austin did not take the Jake Gensel route, and he decided to go full celebration down in Miami. So I imagine while Jake Gensel probably feels pretty bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, maybe the Toronto Maple Leafs young stud is feeling a little bit hungover today.
Dude, I don't know if you saw the story. There was a couple of little notes out of that party down in down in Miami. The first one is they did the national anthem, and they weren't strippers. People on the internet were saying that they were strippers. They were probably go-go dancers or some variation of it. But there's these women that certainly look like strippers, and they're all standing there with their hands on their heart as the national anthem is being played in the club. And the other crazy thing, I don't know if either of you guys saw it, Pat McAfee, he wasn't there, but he somehow picked up the tab for the entire team at that club, $150,000 tab.
Wow.
Pat McAfee stepped in and paid.
What a cool move, man.
Yeah, he seems like a good dude. I think he's dipped his toe into some areas maybe people would not like him as of late, but I think at the end of it, he's just a good dude.
Yeah, Pat's one of those guys with the money that they do fun and good stuff with it. Unlike someone like a Mayweather, where he just has it on his jet all spaced out, like, look at me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I earlier in the show, if you're just joining us, and I wanted to touch on it a little bit with Drew, because obviously he has insight unlike anybody else in this room can bring, and I know that he also was just there. If you've heard us talk on the show about Chase in the Place, this kid has been doing promotions at the station for a few years, but in the last 5 to 6 months, he's taken over all of the social media for CMG. I think he got Employee of the Month 2 times in a row. He does great videos for us. He's usually in the building, in the Bone TV room when we're here. Has really just endeared himself to everybody that you could possibly meet. And last week during the Radiothon, he was not feeling well. And late Friday night, him and his fiance Ashley went to the emergency room in the middle of the night. And there's not an easy way to say this. He has cancer. It was they found a mass in his colon. He will have to undergo chemotherapy, eventually a surgery. And we did start a GoFundMe. It's pretty much on everybody's social medias that you could find. Drew Garabo, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. It's going to be a tough, long road that I know he's going to fight his ass off, and he's got a lot of people in his corner. But not being here, stacked on top of the fact that there will be a lot of medical bills. We're trying to help him in any way that we can. And I believe, Drew, that you swung by and saw him on your way to Benchmark.
Yeah, it's an honor to be able to help somebody in that position, John. I was talking to Chase and his lovely girlfriend about, I'll never say that cancer was quite a gift to my life, but it did provide me with some really cool things. And one of those is the perspective and the ability to talk to people who are in the middle of the fight, at the beginning of the fight, etc. When my mom was diagnosed with bladder cancer, I was able to help her. So I've been where Chase is. I've been sitting there wondering why and wondering how I'm going to get through this, and sitting next to my girlfriend going, how are we going to handle the enormity of all this? So to be able to spend time with them this afternoon and give them a little bit of insight and a whole lot of hope, it was tremendously flattering that I was able to do that,
Yeah, it's tough because I've been in contact with them, and I think it's almost worn out to say I don't know what to say, but you really don't know what to say, and you try to say the things that you think could bring somebody comfort or make them see the forest through the trees, but you really can't understand what it would be like to be 28 years old. You just got engaged. Your career is taking off. Everything is, I imagine, feeling pretty damn good. And then seemingly out of nowhere, you're laid up in a hospital bed. You're talking chemotherapy. You're talking about surgeries, not knowing what will happen. Just the fear of it alone is hard for somebody who's not going through it to wrap your head around. And I'm certain that having somebody who's been in the fight of a lifetime and been through all the stuff that you've been through, sitting there and him seeing you come out the other side and talking with him, I'm sure it helped a lot.
Thank you. I really hope it did. And I told him to really lean on his girlfriend, because I would not have been able to go through what I went through without Sarah. And I told him that you are a tremendous resource as well. You really helped me find a way through all of it. And your words are so impactful, because for someone who hasn't been through it firsthand, you have tremendous insight and tremendous compassion. And to have been a part of that with you and now with Chase, I'll never understand why this happens. I'll never understand why good young people like him get this awful disease. But all we can do is really help him focus on the right things, which is looking at it. And if you're listening right now and you're early in the fight, I will say the same thing to you. You don't beat cancer all at once. You can't look at it and go, okay, here's how we're going to beat this entire disease. You just focus on what's in front of you, and what's in front of you is first biopsy, then treatment options. And believe me, John, as you know, there is no straight line here. You think you've got it all handled. You think you're on this path, and cancer comes along and goes, oh, guess what? We're going to throw this one at you. So, to have a girlfriend with him and to have his parents there with him, which they were when I got there, and to have the love of so many people, including Pat Maroon.
That was, we brought that up earlier, and I know that Pat's not listening because he wouldn't like us probably spotlighting his good deeds. But early on when the GoFundMe went live last night, Pat Maroon dropping $1,000, and immediately, I would call Pat Maroon a friend at this point. I think I got a good read on his character, but the text that he just sent me initially, like you could tell that it was affecting him, and he just has a lot of love in his heart, and he wanted to make sure that Chase got his message, and eventually he reached out to Chase directly, which I know was meant a lot to Chase. So just a really, really cool thing to see. And again, on all of our social medias, if you go there, you'll see the GoFundMe link. Any little bit does help, but I know they've already been overwhelmed by the support, and we'll keep everybody abreast as much as we can, and we hope that Chase is able to get better and return back here to the halls of CMG very, very soon.
Yeah, I did find it odd that Pat Maroon put on the note on the GoFundMe, now I don't have to shave my beard effer.
He did, he did put that. I did find that a little problematic as well. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show. Officially, to me, although it could be fake news, it could be gamesmanship, has thrown the white flag officially.
Yeah, I heard it, and I was very happy about that. I hope he's not sandbagging you. But we knew all along that you were going to win this thing, so I hope you get to relax this weekend.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I even tried to move the weigh into Friday so I could properly relax this weekend, but he's not going to be able to make that happen.
I love how you said thrown the white flag instead of thrown the towel or raising the white flag.
No, he's throwing that white flag.
Throw
the towel, man.
Yeah, he's throwing in the exactly like that.
What you want me, man? John, can I just throw a little bit of gas on your fire when it comes to the streaming and whatnot?
Please.
I just got a text from Chase's girlfriend. They're right now in the hospital.
Oh, geez. Don't.
This isn't going to – I mean, I'm reading it real time, and I know this isn't going to help your state of mind. The audio keeps cutting out after every other word on Facebook and YouTube. Chase is going insane. He just wants to watch y'all in peace.
Oh, no.
If that doesn't give anyone the motivation to fix these issues.
If I can say for the record, it's not me.
It's not Corey.
There is a rumor out there. Michael started it that I am in charge of everything app and everything electronic and everything streaming. For the record, it's not me. Otherwise, that would be fixed immediately. I'm about to get a direct line into his room.
Yeah, I don't. It's unfortunate. I don't know. I don't know if you heard it, but we had Jason Meter on with us for a second earlier.
No.
And you're gonna have to go back and listen to that because we did a segment on crying at work, and I brought him in to tell him that about the time that he made me cry at work. So that was fun to rehash. But when he first got in here, I said, "Surprise, you've been ambushed. We're actually here to talk to you about the stream. What the hell's going on? Can we get it fixed?" And I believe them when they say they're working hard on it. I don't know what else to say. I may have sent an email this morning that was sent out of anger and not well thought out thoughts, but we all are working through it. And hashtag fix the feed for Chase. That's the new movement we're going with. So
yeah, I heard on the radio yesterday that you can be a bit impulsive, and that came. And by the way, when you called me last night, I think you and I both know if we are calling each other no text first, it's never anything good. And all I could think of was, oh my God, what has happened?
Yeah, and I did feel even worse because not only did I call you and I scared you, and I mean there was something serious to talk about, but you also told me that you were in the middle of playing Tiger Woods on Xbox, and I'm sorry to interrupt that.
Oh, the Bay Hill Invitational could wait between the 12th and 13th hole. Don't you worry about it. Speaking of which, John, it's live right now on the website where listeners can come hang out with us at the Valspar Invitational in just a couple of weeks, taking off work on a Thursday and parking their butts on a really cool location on the 11th green.
The hooky hole is what we're calling it. It is the hooky hole. You can join us. It's going to be a really, really cool set up. It's the Dex Imaging Deck on the 11th green. You'll get day tickets to the tournament, access to the Dex Imaging Deck, a complimentary full-service premium bar, high-top seating, and I mean, you hear the commercial. They want this area to be rowdy. They want it to have a party environment, and we will be at the center of trying to create that environment. So make your plans to join us on the hooky hole at the Valspar Invitational, and that date is
March.
The date we're there is March 19th.
19th.
It is a Thursday. So yes, make your plans for that as well. Well, I hope you guys have a great time tonight. Is Mo with you out there? Or is Mo here?
Mo is with me out here, which makes me wonder who's running the board, but I'm sure it'll be someone.
Nobody has poked their head in here yet.
Good
Dizzy,
sign.
I got some bad news. Nobody has showed up yet, but hopefully momentarily somebody will show up. You staying for the game?
Yeah, I actually am. I asked Mike for tickets, and Birdie's coming out. She's going to meet me up here, and we're going to be sitting up in the bench tonight, up in the mark tonight,
nice.
whatever they call it.
That's
the
always
bench or the mark.
That's always real nice.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm not going to be behaving. I think I'm going to get a little naughty.
An underrated, I said this last time I went, an underrated delicacy they have up there in that back little area where sometimes they have the carving table. They have a little like Chinese food station.
Oh.
And in the little boxes like you get from the Chinese restaurants, they do this chicken fried rice that is just unbelievable. So
I'd ask Dizzy what he thinks about that, but I don't want to get anybody fired.
Yeah. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live coming up next, emanating from Benchmark International Arena. But before we part ways, let's tell them about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
Let's do just that, because as I was driving around this lovely downtown Tampa area, I was thinking, man, would I like to live in one of these high-rise condominiums? What about a house in Hyde Park? I know the guy who can make that happen. That guy is Jeff Borum.
You're absolutely right. And to highlight that even further, there is a phenomenon out there where people believe that they can just put a sign up in their yard or maybe a post on Craigslist, for sale by owner, if you will. That really does not work anymore, especially in the Tampa Bay area. And Jeff Borum really does have that list of qualified buyers before you even know that you want to sell your house. They're big on taking the stress and the guesswork out of your moves in real estate. So make that call today. Reach out to him. Jeff Borum with Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty.
Jeff will give you options: buy your home, sell your home, or rent your home, and there's no risk. They'll let you out of the contract at any time. Google Jeff Borum right now. You might be packing tonight. BORHAM for Jeff Borum.
Thank you, Drew Garabo. Look forward to hearing you in mere moments from Benchmark. Thank you so much, Diz. Shout out to Danielle. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And again, thoughts, prayers, good vibes, everything you can. If you see the GoFundMe, try and help out Chase in the place. He's our boy, and he's got a fight ahead of him. And we love you, Chase. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to the bone.
Thanks, boys.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone.
Oh, hey, yes, I'm still here. You know, I love telling you about the greatest car wash in the whole wide world, and I've been telling you, and I hope you trusted me, that there were new locations coming soon, and that day is upon us. Bubble Down South Tampa is offering free car washes. Yes, I said free, F-R-E-E. Make your plans for the grand opening this Saturday, February 28th. Big celebration happening on site. Music, fun, giveaways, and the fun will continue through Sunday, March 1st from 12 to 2. The Tampa Bay Lightning Blue Crew is going to be on the scene, plus a special appearance by one of the most lovable bugs in the whole wide world, Thunderbug. During that time, it is the perfect chance to check out South Tampa's newest car wash. You know they have locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, and add South Tampa to the list. 4502 South Dale Mabry Highway. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
The cruise is getting closer. Calta Cruisers, it's time to get your Calta Cruise essentials at the official Calta Cruise document parties. In Hillsborough County, join Galvin from the Mike Calta Show Friday, March 6th from 6 till 8 at Riveters on North Dale Mabry in Tampa. Enjoy drink specials, great food, and pick up your gear. Maybe you're down south. We got you. Join Carmen from the Mike Calta Show Saturday, March 7th from 12 to 2 p.m. at Shark Coast Tactical on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Cruisers will get exclusive Calta Cruise pins, depending on which location they pick up from. Okay, not going on the cruise? That's okay. Come hang with the Bone fam anyway. See you there. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Traffic's returning to normal on the Howard Franklin after an earlier disabled vehicle toward Tampa. Hillsborough accidents include one northbound on Dale Mabry at Limbaugh. There's also one southbound along US 301 just before Sly. Pinellas problems include a St. Pete accident along 5th Avenue North at 49th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. Yes to transparent pricing with no dealer installed options or inflated market adjustments you're forced to buy. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
This is Mav, spokeseagle for Veteran Air, the home services company that's proud to serve you. Remember, when it comes to protecting your nest, you can soar with the eagles or run with the turkeys. At Veteran Air, our plumbing, electric, and HVAC techs are highly trained experts on a mission to deliver quality, timely, and reliable service. So don't settle for any gobble-gobble. Enlist Veteran Air for your next home services need.
It's time for a clean slate at Crown Honda.